Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thank you guys. Ow! Why you guys must throw things before I get done with my spiel? Hi. Today is currently a Wait, no, it's a Wednesday. Man. Midweek. Jesus. Hey, how's it going? Today we're playing Slime Rancher 2. How excited are you? I hope you guys are a little bit excited. Slime Rancher 2 has been a thing that's sort of lived in the back of my brain for the past, several years after me playing it. So I am really looking forward to it. I wish it was Saturday. Yep, same. Certainly wish so. Slime Rancher 2. This game has actually been out for a couple of years, but it's been in early access. I was not really interested in playing the early... I don't know. Early access games, to me, very rarely do I dive into an early access game. So, for Slime Rancher 2, I was like, you know what? I'm already sold on the concept. I'll wait on it. I'll go ahead and wait till it fully comes out, and it's fully out now. So yeah, we're going to. Thank you for the nut. We're going to be playing a little bit of. Taking a little bit of a drink here, real quick. There we go. Pens being glitchy as usual. For God's sakes, I wish I had more accurate tracking for these things, but you know, who knows what kind of system that would be? Like gloves or some crap. I don't know. Slime time, says Sun God. Yay! True Slime Rancher 2. The real one. He's finally out. He's done. And I'm diving into it because I want to take a look at it. I've kept myself kind of in the dark about how the systems work in this game. I have a hard time seeing how it could be much different than the original Slime Rancher, if any. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be more of the exact same. And I would have absolutely no problem with that. I'm cool with just chilling with the exact same concept. Oh boy. Oh, this music. Yay. It looks so pretty. Now this is going to be the first game that I play with, well, more or less, it's like the first game that I'm playing fresh and new with my new graphics card. I don't know how much of a visual fidelity sort of experience this game is, but I guess we will see. I am unsure. Anyway, let's go. Choose a save icon. What? Really? Okay. That's interesting. Bunny. Where's the cat? There's a version of cat. I want kitty. I want kitty. Tutorials, yes. Tar enabled. Feral enabled. Okay. Player damage 1x. That sounds about right. Let's go. Oh yeah, the chickens. We're going to be murdering a lot of chickens today. Alright. After a long day of slime ranching, Beatrix LeBeau was enjoying a cool glass of carrot juice as she watched the sun set across the slime sea. Suddenly, a boat arrived at her dock with nothing inside but a mysterious letter. Lower the volume just a tiny bit. You have explored the far, far range from the dusty shores of the dry reef to the furthest reaches of the perilous glass desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted. Beatrix LeBeau, Rainbow Island awaits you. Climb aboard if you're ready for a new adventure. Neat. Beatrix excitedly boarded the boat, and it took her across the slime sea. So you just randomly jumped into somebody's boat? Does kidnapping not exist in this universe? Jesus. Anyway, eventually she saw an island unlike anything on the far, far range. Mountains, trees, and grasses, all in an array of colors that danced and moved like a dream. As she explored, she found an abandoned conservatory overlooking the rest of the island. Curiously, it was equipped with everything a slime rancher like her would ever need to wrangle slimes, start a farm, and build gadgets. Again, it's a setup. Totally a setup. And so a new adventure begins. Beatrix tightened her boots, readied her backpack, and set out to explore Rainbow Island and uncover its mysteries. Yay! Ah, I'm here. Wow. The sensitivity on this is a little bit high. Maybe just a little bit. Emergency return. Neat. There's a Slimepedia. Neat. Controls. That's the like camera controls. Where's the sensitivity at? Mouth smoothing. Probably a nice thing to have. Oh, mouse look sensitivity. Let's lower that down like by half. Yeah, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Like, it's very sensitive. Maybe I'm going to be needing that sensitivity. I don't entirely know, but we'll see. All right, let's... That feels a little bit more comfortable. Anyway, let's see. Chicken! So what do we got so far? Come here! Pink slime! Coral hue is scientifically proven to be the color of cheer. Anyway, it's time to collect a bunch of you. Oh man, starting from scratch yet again. Vac can vac things and store them in the tank. Slimes are key to your success. Shoot through a coral barrier into a coral on the ranch. Hold on a moment. I get you. So familiar. So much recognizable glory. All right, so I've got 4 slime. 4 is like a good amount. You guys stay in here. Yay! How you doing, friends? Hope you're not too, like, starved. Carrots! Oh, I don't remember what, I'm gonna have to look at the Slimepedia and, like, figure out, you know, what things like what again, because I don't remember at all. Also, I'm gonna have to plant some... Oh my god, there's so much stuff that I have to do. I have to, like, plant a farm and all of that jazz and... She forgot her upgrades on the other island. I know, right? Just like, come on, man. Couldn't have taken that on a boat. Anyway, wasn't there another chicken that I, completely skipped picking up? I thought there was. Hello. Oh. Well, there's a full-blown chicken. Everything here is gonna cost plorts, and unfortunately Oh, actually, wait, no. Money. Funny U-shaped money. So, what do we got here? F. Oh dear. Okay. So, what do I want to do first? I have, I already have a corral. I could probably do something with that. Nothing beats the taste of food grown in your own backyard. How much is that? Not much. Okay. Silent. You can take it with you when you go, so put it into storage. I don't care. Oh, can't, rather. Incinerator. Don't need it. Burn it. What are you going to do with this? Shut the fuck. Okay. Honestly, I kind of want to plant those carrots. So, I'm gonna... Are you sure you want to purchase this plot? Oh, well, alright. Let's take a little bit of a thought. Oh, hello. Chicken. This would be a good place to... Chicken. This would be a good place to keep, like, slimes and whatnot. I'm wondering if maybe, or would slimes be better to have over here? I don't entirely know. Well, that's a good place to, like, plant shit. I'm gonna make this the farms. Screw it. Garden. Let's go. Okie dokie. Alright, grow me some carrots, boy. And then I have to imagine that, like, carrots are probably one of the primary things that these particular slimes eat. Probably. I'm gonna look at the Slimepedia real quick. Slime. They consume all! Got it. Yeah, I think this is a good start. Like, a good set of carrots and all of that jazz. God, this game is pretty. More places to explore. I want to get my hands on a wide assortment of plorts. That way I know that I'm, like, covered in the event that I go out places. And I have money. And availability for things. System offline. I'm assuming this is, like, the accessory section. Probably. What's this thingy? Wi-Fi. Can I connect to other people's farms? Anyway, how many carrots have I collected so far? 3? Aren't any just, like, randomly sitting around, are there? Yeah, I'm glad that I'm making the farm, because, like, my god, it looks like I was very barren on carrots. I had a very small accumulation of them at my farm. Oh, well. I don't know if I want to feed these guys chickens just yet. I'm not prepared for them to, like, you know, taste flesh. Well, eventually, oh, hello. Thank you. Eventually, I'm gonna have to brave the outside world, and I'm gonna have to, like, you know, actively go do things. You can only do so much waiting. The world is out there, and it's waiting for you. What we got here? The Den. This dark, damp, mushroom-covered expansion to the conservatory is a refuge from the sun for slimes and ranchers alike. Convenient. All right. All right, a path down that direction. It's another one. Archway. An expansion to the conservatory set amongst ancient ruins and fields of rainbow grass. Sounds pretty. Go touch grass. I'm currently touching all of the grass. Every single ounce of it. What we got out here? Yeah, that sea is just as goopy as it usually is. What do we got over here? The Gully. This expansion to the conservatory is surrounded by tall rock formations and covered in amber grass. Intrigue, intrigue. Aw. We got fairy lights up in here. Very nice. Cottagecore. It's like future cottagecore. How neat. So what do we got so far, like, you know, slimes-wise? All right. So we got normal plorts, gold plorts. We got, like, tabby plorts, and then I don't remember what you are. Ah! Get in my gun! All right. Actually, wait, no, is that gold plort? I think that might be gold plort. Let's see. Oh, this is just an easier Slimepedia. There's weather now? Can it storm here at my farm? Weird. Meaty goodness. Blueprints, toys, tutorials, science. This all looks very much like Slime Rancher 1. Gold plort, if I'm not mistaken, is always available to see the price. Alright, that's cool. Protein-filled bugs in there. What? In reference to, like, one of the locations? Also, we got a little bit of a house here. Let's see what's in here. Ah, hello, Beatrice. Sleep for 6 hours. Sleep until night. Morning. Okay, so if I was bored of, like, you know, actually waiting out the time here, I could just fall in my bed and pass out. Fair enough. You never know when you will actually find one already. Alright, well. God, carrots take forever to finally bloom. Jeez. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'd like to give my chickens and actually no, I'd like to give these guys like a good diet of carrots, just because like I don't know. if you're gonna eat everything, if you're not gonna be picky about it, I feel like giving you guys some carrots would be a good diet. As for chickens, I mean, I don't know how often things replenish or if anything replenishes. So for me, I'm just sort of like shrugging back here, being like, I don't know. I might only get a certain amount of, a certain amount of chickens. Okay, well, let's go ahead and like sleep for 6 hours because it's starting to get a little bit late. Oh, it's even more late. Very well. Let's go check the carrots. Ooh, are they done? I believe so. Thank you very much. Mine. All right. Oh no, they're getting very famished. Sorry, guys. I worked as fast as I possibly could. Here. Blunk. Up. Stay out of my gun. And there they go. Funny enough, I feel like the whole concept of farming kind of like, you know, if you do not properly supply food for your animals, you're kind of just creating their own famine rather. Whereas these guys would probably be just fine on their own if I was not like, you know, if I let them roam around by themselves, they probably would have been just fine. No, I create their frustrations. Plort Market gives you new bucks for your hard-earned plorts. Shoot plort into Plort Market. Earn cash. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, man, that doesn't give me much, though. Ew. All right. Okay, fine. 76. That's not enough to... that covers the basics. Time to get out there and explore. No matter where your adventure takes you, always keep curiosity and kindness in your heart. God, this game is sweet as hell. And very naive. Kindness? Who operates on kindness alone? Calling horse malarkey on that one. No, I say cut! But they're adorable. They're so sweet. I don't know, like, I mean, my problem is I don't want to, like, you know, overfill. Okay, well, hopefully I can make my way back. All right, what do we got here? What do we have on here? What is this? Fabricator? Where am I? What happened? I believe this is the labs they speak of. Ooh, is this the, yeah, refine. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's where all, like, the sciencey stuff happens. Phosphor plort, tabby plort, pink plort. Oh, it's cotton plort. That's what that is. Okie dokie. I believe cotton plort is, harvested from, like, one of the newer slimes that exist. Boots! Okay, upgrades to my being, which I'm assuming I make out of plorts and stuff like that. Goody goody. I'm a tiny bit lost inside this place. I fell, and now, oh wait, is this the staircase back up? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not as lost as I thought I was. Let's check the slimes. Are you guys getting a little bit famished again? I'm gonna shoot you a carrot just to see. I wonder. Just chow down. Here, have one. Carrot. Consume! You know what you are! Mindless consumer! Eat and be merry. God damn it. Alright. Okay, I guess that's all the food that they're gonna eat. Okay. We need to make more mun. Ooh, almost a 250. We're almost at the point where I could make myself like some where yeah, you know, like I want to get myself maybe a chicken corral just so that like we have that as an option. We have not yet found ourselves a God, the sky is freaking beautiful. We have not yet found ourselves like, you know, any other types of slimes. I will get on that when we can, when I feel like it. I suppose, like, you know, in the previous Slime Rancher, there were specific designate. Hi. Buck, 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 buck. Where the heck did you come from? Again, was that like always there, or did the game replenish me? I don't freaking know. Good freaking questions. Anyway, I remember that like when we expanded the farm out, like, you know, some extra like farmland and like, you know, those locations started to pop in. Phosphor. Rainbow fields. Oh, I need to, so I forget. These guys need darkness in order to survive, correct? So I think I need to put them in more of like a dark container area. More carrots. Yoink. Inquisitor, I have questions. Okay, there's fruit. Goody. Oh man, there's so much expansion that I need to do on this freaking farm. Kitty. Oh, I can't really do anything with you. Oh right, I need to feed you. I forgot about it. Whoa, hello. Oh yeah, that's right. The pink slimes combine with the other slimes and they become like, you know, strange abominations. It's been a long time since I played Slime Rancher, and like everything's coming back like real slow. Chicken. Oh, there's a bunny! Hello, friend! Cotton slime! Yay! Let me grab a few of these. Cotton slime. Cotton slime. I have to imagine that the cotton slimes are probably like, they probably like carrots. I cannot imagine why they would like anything else. Get in my gun. Yay. Okay. I'm a little bit lost. Just a little bit. I believe... Oh, yeah, hey, I see the observatory from here. Here, let's make our way back. Well, dang it. I was originally planning on maybe getting a new farm plot, but it looks like I have to expand out my my operations to include, like, more slimes. Okay. I'm gonna spit you out for now. Excuse me, excuse me. Cleaning up. God, I can't wait until I get some auto feeders in this son of a bitch. Alright. That should be enough that I can make a new plot for new slimes. Yay! Happy. Alright. I need a new corral. Goody. And you guys get to live here. Oh. How did you get out? There we go. Don't you try and escape. You adorable little sons of bitches, yous. Don't you look at me like that. All right. Now again, carrots, I believe, are the That would... I have to imagine that's what those slimes take. But it's taking a while for them to grow. So I think I need to head back out there and see if I can collect some more, like, wild carrots. Also, where did all my upgrades go from the previous game, eh? Did I just leave those, like, fancy boots, like, at my other island? Really? Come on, B. You could do better than that. If I had rocket-powered boots, I don't think I would ever leave them. Ooh. Submarine? Oh, is this the thing that I got? Oh, I came here in this, didn't I? Whoops. You've been knocked out, but several hours of rest should fix you right up. I love how, like, that all it took was just, like, a tiny little dip in a pool. Alright, fine. Well, that's fine. I now have a bunch of carrots. Gonna have to look into some upgrades, though. Let me see. Oh, God, upgrades are so expensive! Yeah. Alright. Well, bunnies are getting... Whoa, what the... They're escaping! Oh, man. Thank you for the bomb. I appreciate it. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate that. Jace! And Nova. Oh, wait, that's all Nova. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, how many slimes do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, like, is the max 5? The max seems to be 5. Because anything above that, they seem to, like, go and escape. Alright. Well, not much I can do about that aside from... Goodbye. They are now one with the ocean. Alright, let's go ahead and feed these guys, eh? There we go. No more starving. Wonder how much these boards give me. Whoops. Jesus. Get back in here. There we go. All right. So 14, eh? And I don't have any more carrots. Yeah, they ate them all. Hungry freaking rabbits. All right. How much do you get for those? A significantly higher amount. Alrighty. Well, I need to upgrade my freaking farm, so... There you go. Okie dokie. I think I still need to, like, head on out and do a little bit of, like, exploration. You know, looking at... Phosphor slimes... again, I seem to recall that with phosphor slimes, it requires you to have them in, like, a dark enclosure. So, yeah... Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have struck oil! Oh, I need a... Alright. A resource harvester. Got it. Oh, look at the northern lights. Pretty. What deadly thing is out there? Alright. They're combining. Oh, they come out of these statues. That's cute. I still do... Oh. The physics of these strange creatures. Where do they hail from? Where do they go? Oh, I suppose I could get some, like, live ports. Plorts, rather. Like, whatever. They're on the ground. Basically slime poop. Who's gonna use them aside from me? Nobody, that's who. Get out my gun. Wasn't there another port that I lost? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many people are, like, you know, equally enraptured by this, or if you are or not. For me, I am. This is fun. What is this? Activate. Discover map data nodes across the range to uncover more of your map. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have not actively looked at the map yet. I'm kind of just like stumbling my way through the experience. What? Oh, hello! GG log. I was in so over my head when I first started here. I remember hauling Jellystone back to the conservatory by hand because I was so excited. Breathless and sweating, I was going about everything all wrong, but I was happy. There's little time now, so I'll need these refinery links if I'm going to be efficient. This time, I'm going to do this right. I don't know who the heck you are or what the heck you're doing. Oh, it's a refinery link. Oh, I see. Does this work? Refinery link conveniently transport resources and plorts to the refinery. Okay, so I could like send those off. Okie dokie. Plort. Hey, get out of here. Tabby! Tabby! Get back here! Get here! In my gun. I found cat! Kitty slime! Yeah, alright, I need at least 5 of you. I don't know how easily it will be for you to escape my enclosures, but yes, I need you. Badly. Yay. All is right with the world. I believe my previous farm, I think the way that I did it... Oh, hey, it's one of the big boys. The way I did it in my previous farm, I believe I just made everything cat. Which is, like, such a waste of space and resources, because it's just, like, everything had to be kitty. But, like, that takes up so much farmland, and I was just like, I still need a resource harvester. Okay. Okay, new map thing. What we got here? Ooh, I see. Kitty! So that's Rainbow Island. Wonder how much else, like, you know, becomes available after this. Alright, I'm gonna make my way this way. Pogo fruit. Most common fruit found on the range, and some say the most delicious. Well, before I can, like, you know, effectively use any of this fruit, I definitely need to go and, like, you know, properly make farms with these. Blip. Here, more carrots. Oh god, I'm feeling a little bit intimidated because, like, this is a very large, sprawling land, and I am kind of losing myself in it a little bit. I spy... What's that round thing? I might as well grab some more. Why not? If they're gonna take up a space, I might as well, like, just fill up my inventory with them. No, mine. How dare you? Don't you dare. The observatory is over there. I have a singular plort from, like, phosphor people. Do I need it? I don't know if I do. Oh, hey, there's another Gordo. You have a new message waiting for you at the comm station. All right. Who the heck would want to call me? I'm estranged from all of my family. All right. Well, we got... Okay, well, we're back. And you guys are probably starving. And you're actively attempting to escape. Ah! Chicken is dead! Okay, all right. Hey, don't start a mutiny. There we go. No, hey! You little shit! I'm gonna get some covers for these freaking awnings, and then what are you gonna do, eh? Get back here. Here, behave. There we go. There we go. All right. Any more food you need, or will that do? Are you good? Name one Wumbo. Problem is, all of them look exactly the same, so I don't know which one I would name Wumbo. Oh, rain. Moody. Dreary. Cozy. Wonderful. Where is... Hold on a second. I thought there was like 5 slimes in here, but there's only 4. Where'd the 5th one go? Hey, Seely, how's it going? I hope everything's great. Currently playing a little bit of Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher 2, specifically. Well, shoot, I guess one of them escaped. All right, give me a moment. Let's see. Look at high walls. Higher corral walls ensure that even the bounciest of slimes will have difficulty escaping. Music box plays a soothing tune that greatly reduces slime agitation. AirNet is a force barrier that covers the top of a corral. It can take a few hits before needing to recharge. Solar shield. Plort collector. Auto feeder. Rightio. I believe high walls are in order. There we go. Now you guys ain't escaping anywhere. Which is funny because, like, these guys are escaping really well, and yet, like, the bunnies are, like, keeping to themselves and not escaping in any way. Very interesting. I want to know how they came up with the idea for this game, because it's very cool but so bizarre. I agree. It's strange, but cozy. 238. I need to spend some plorts here. Before I upgrade that farmland, I think it's time for me to make another garden. Specifically, a garden where I grow these guys. Fruit. Yay. Alright. And now, let me check the Slimepedia real quick. Oh, dang it, they like veggies. Alright. I was kind of hoping that maybe they ate everything too, but they don't, so... Carrots it is, then. There you go, boys. There we go. Delicioso. Stop trying to escape. I see you bouncing on each other. I know you're trying to hit some kind of a vantage point. It's not happening. Okay. Fruits currently growing at the moment. I guess I'll sell the cotton ports. 276. So I got enough that I could, like... Oh, I think just for, like, safety, I should probably... Sure jump higher than the pink slimes. I don't know about that. I think they all kind of jump moderately the same. Okay. We're going to get the double walls on both of these guys because I do not want you guys to be escaping. I especially do not want to end up in a situation where you guys intermingle and you guys become some strange, like, you know, pink abomination. You're adorable just the way you are. You hear me? No, he doesn't hear me. There's not a single brain cell in that head. Or if there is one, it's like sort of bouncing off the walls in there. Okay. Well, there's not a lot of plots out here for, like, you know... Not a lot of plots out here for, like, specific slimes. We're gonna have to start expanding out to this land over here. Head empty. No thoughts. It's okay, I relate. There's not a heck of a lot of thoughts that, you know, ricochet off of this brain. How's the goldfish brain doing? It's doing okay. Had better days, but it's doing okay. Again, I'm curious, like, does rain affect things when it comes to slimes? Like, do they... Maybe hugging the walls a little bit. Are you guys looking for shelter? I'd like some more fruits, please. Thank you. Howdy, Chatty. How's it going? Hope all is golden. Currently playing funny slime game. Oh, I'm filled up on carrots. All right, well, good thing. It's just fun. It's fun seeing the slimes just sort of like pop out of geometry. Slime. Slime. Okay. All right, let's go and rescue my freaking slime farm. Personal Pronto Mart link is now online. Stop by for the best deals in the galaxy, delivered to you right to your door. What do you even have? Pronto Mart! All right. Polestar Provisions online. Everything a rancher could ever need and more. Check back regularly for new stock. And Cuckoo Corner. What the heck are you? Fancy, but what the heck? Oh, okay. Up! Yay! Pride. Love wins. Let's see what else we got going down here. Oh, hey. Berry Warp Depot. Oh, Berry Warp Depot, Red Warp Depot, green, amber. Very interesting. The story of Alice in Wonderland. I don't really follow enough about Alice in Wonderland for me to have an opinion. I think it's fine. Are these stickers? Kind of look like stickers. Reduces agitation of nearby slimes. Oh. Favorite of cotton slime. I'm sure that's a mechanic that I need to wrap my head around. But I'm going to do that slowly. Knock, knock. I'm here for some food for you guys. There we go. A smart individual would just go and, like, automate everything when it comes to these corrals, though. Because I'm not very keen on dealing with these for extended periods of times. Weren't you almost a Cheshire Cat? I was, actually. So for me, Alice in Wonderland is one of those properties that it's like, I know it and I respect it, but I'm not a massive, gigantic, super uber fan of it. It's like I could take it or leave it. It's not something like when I look into a story arc or something to that degree. If it has elements and references to Alice in Wonderland, cool. And also, like, saying I was almost a Cheshire Cat, that's really gassing me up. Like, really, honestly, if you don't know what I was talking about, there is this one particular animation project that is, like, heavily based on Alice in Wonderland that I did audition for at one point. And, I didn't end up getting it, but I've continued to follow the production. And apparently, according to the production, the person who won that particular role was Michael Kovac. And I gotta say, if Michael Kovac auditions for the role that you're attempting to get, you automatically lose. 100%. There's nothing you can do about it. I think we all know about that. Just like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go fuck myself then. But no, seriously, like, I major respect for the guy. All right, I need to make a new corral. What do we got here? Oh, it's a coop. I still need to find a place to put the chickens. Anyway, Slappy Heim makes for happy blabber. I don't have enough money. Go figure. Dude that plays Jax ended up as Cheshire Cat. Yeah. I mean, hey, it fits. Hey, where are we at? I don't have enough money. Hello. Are you guys hungry? Not really. No. God. So now I'm starting to get angry because I'm just like, your hunger cycles need to be a little bit higher. I get to go under sedation for the first time tomorrow. Totally not nervous. Oh, God. Sorry to hear about that, Chatty. But I hope everything goes fine. Ooh. I've never been under sedation myself, and I'm very thankful for that. I haven't necessarily needed to have any, any procedures that required some sort of, like, knocking me out kind of thing. Oh, yeah, right, comm station. Is this the comm station? Give me a minute. Victor! Hey, hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Beatrice? Do you read me? Testing. Testing. Perhaps you're lost at sea, taken away by that mysterious boat never to be. Oops. Nope. Just forgot to turn the display on. Nice to see your face again, Beatrice. I have missed you greatly, my dear friend. And while I'm quite excited for you to partake in a new adventure, I already have data that might complicate things. Last night, I received a message from some sort of artificial intelligence program. It's been written in code, but not one that I recognize. I'm in the process of analyzing it. But I'm certain that this message was sent from where you are now, the mysterious Rainbow Island. So to recap, a mysterious boat takes you to a mysterious island, and I receive a mysterious code from said mysterious island. It all seems quite mysterious. Curious. Okay, fine. Well, I got work to do, and you best get to exploring. Oh, I almost forgot. Take this home portal. It should make the early stages of your journey easier. Ooh, okay. Yellow return home portal. Take care, Beatrix. We'll be in touch. How nice. Okay, anybody else I need to call or talk to? Let me try again. Hello, Beatrix. Despite appearances, this is not Victor, but a hologram of Victor that Victor has developed to receive messages for Victor, which is not me. Please state your message, and I will ensure that the message is not given to me, but instead to Victor. That's goofy. Victor, my beloved! It has been a long... You know what? I don't know why it is that I was not expecting, like, the NPCs of the previous game to arrive here, but, like, especially since most of the NPCs that were in Slime Rancher 1 were, like, remote NPCs. Like Victor, for example. He worked, like, you know, separate from me, essentially. You guys doing okay? Want a carrot? Just bonk. You look like you're hungry. Yeah. All right. I need to take one of my plorts and put it away. Also, where the heck did I put all of those, like, little chickens? Did I completely... Oh, ow. Did I completely, like, miss those or something? What the heck? What would you do if you were in Bikini Bottom? Well, first of all, we have to figure out what the heck would happen if I were underwater. Would I just dissolve? I'm not entirely sure about that. Been knocked out thrice before. Nothing special, honestly. You just stop sensing things abruptly, maybe catch a hint of consciousness, and then wake up like you would after sleep. Well, I guess that's something. They released a build for Little Big Planet 3, which was the first version, which had the modern plot and was the pitch that got the game greenlit. Hold on a second. In reference to what? Hold on, I'm going to scroll up real quick here. Oh, they've been under sedation twice. Interesting. Do you know what a upper endoscopy is? Bonus is after mine. I immediately get the results after I'm conscious enough to process it. I don't know what that is. Probably to my benefit. Oh, carrots are done. But also, I kind of like... I'm filled up on carrots. So actually, I think I'm doing pretty good right now. If you could meet the cast of Bikini Bottom. Like I said, they're underwater. Would I live? I always had this idea in my head that I was, like, kind of a SpongeBob adjacent kind of character. You know. I always thought that maybe me and SpongeBob would get along. But I get a little... As I get older and older, the more I realize I'm less of a SpongeBob and more of a Squidward. Or maybe it's just like I've slowly become a Squidward. Which I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of one of those interesting things, just like, huh. Ah, thank you. What? They shove a camera down your throat to check your stomach. Ew, that's awful. Ooh. I wish you luck on that one. Ooh, some laceration on the inside of your stomach. That's not good. All right. I need to make a new pen so that I can put out some new cats. Although, hold on a second. I need to check out the Slimepedia real quick. Oh dear. Okay. Their diet is meat. Meaning that whatever I do from here on out, like, you know, I've got carrots and all of that jazz, but I believe I'm going to need to make myself some, yeah. In retrospect, I kind of wish I made this plants, or like maybe, or something like that. I kind of wish I started out my slime farms over here. Oh well. That'll happen. God, how do I go about this? It's probably going to cost money to, like, take these down and move them. And I don't want to do that. Especially, like, not this early in the game. Coop. Let's start making a coop. And now I need to go and find myself some, like, proper chickens. You're home. Bit, you're taking too long. You're taking too long is taking too long. You're long. All right. Where would one find a chicken coop? I think up there. I think I see some chickens up there. I can only carry one of you. A hen. The problem is that I need to get myself a hen, and I also need to get a rooster. That way, they make babies, so that they continue to repopulate my chicken coop. I'm also trying to recall if there's any way that you can manage that, like, in any other ways. Life finds a way. All right, well, hen. I love how dumb and roly-poly they are. All seems quiet out here. I figured I'd be running into more, like, tars. But surprisingly, I have not. I need you. It's always funny to think about chickens being related to T-Rexes. Birds are their closest ancestors. So it's interesting. We stand far above them now, and we look down and we're just like, you used to be so ferocious and terrifying. What happened to you? Chickadee. Like I said, maybe my memory is genuinely complete and utter applesauce and garbage, but I seem to recall that I had a bunch of chickens at one point here. Did I spit them out at one point? Did I lose them in my inventory when I... Maybe... Was that it? Did I fall in the ocean and lose everything? That's bullshit. There are still a few remaining relatives that are still very liable to kill you. Like the cassowary, for example. I don't know if I've heard of the cassowary. Ooh. Teleporter home, maybe? What color is this? Blue? Yeah, blue. Cassowaries are insane. Interesting. That down here. Okay, there's the boat that I ended up dying on. Oh, hello. Convenient. Get in my gun. Roostro. Struts his stuff like he's the king of the coop. Lo 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 lo. There you go, Bobs. You're now a family. My dog said hi. Well, hello. Are you guys getting hungry at all? Probably. No, it looks like you're more sleepy. I have got to get some automated plort collectors on this thing. Jesus. Oh, I'm so spoiled. Good Lord. I need my automatic plort collectors. I hunger for pogo fruit, Mr. Bartholomew Bit. Like, it looks so much like a pomegranate. That makes me think that that's what it would probably taste like. There we go. Damn it. They're changing the prices on shit. Rip off. Okay. Ooh, also, hold on a second. There's a window currently sitting on one of my windows here that's like taking up space. There we go. Did the rabbit try to eat the plort? Thankfully, they do not eat their own plorts. Like, thankfully, you know, they don't eat their own feces, which is good stuff. However, other slimes, like for example, like these slimes could eat the plorts of these slimes, and if those slimes eat those slimes' plorts and all that jazz, they like mix their DNA together, and then they become basically a hybrid slime. And you need to, I mean, I'm not going to say you need to be careful with that, because, you know, you don't. What can I do with this, by the way? Spring grass. Attracts owie scuttlebugs that chickens just love to eat. With their bellies full, chickens will grow into healthy hens and roost rows twice as fast. The very latest in advanced poultry tech, the Vitamizer bathes the hens in Vitarays, allowing them to produce eggs twice as fast. Elder Collector. Safely and gently move elder chickens away from the younger generations and store them in the collector. Oh god, I love that. It's basically the old people's home. Just be like, it's okay, Grandpa, go into the collector. No! Why did you... I want to turn on the Price is Right. Where's the Price is Right? It's over in the collector, honey. Just go. God, I miss that Bob Saget. He used to host a show way better than that horrible Drew Barry guy that they got now. It's like, okay, first off, it's Bob Barker. And second off, Bob Barker is dead. What? No, it's a government conspiracy. Collector for old folk. Have some plorts and new bucks to spare? If so, you'll want to explore the wonders of slime science. I figured. Give me a minute. I really don't have any to spare, though. I'm trying to make my money as fast as I possibly can here. Before I have any cats, I feel that I should definitely get my hands on, like... 406 out of... Oh, God. Alright, fine. I am in desperate need for more plort. I'm gonna head back out into the fields and grab some more of the plorts that have, like, been rolling around. My dog is staring at me. Can you get him to stop? Bork! Did that work? Oh, hello. I haven't talked to you. Well, here we are again. I'm sending the drones out to all their original scouting locations, rather. Once I confirm the conditions are the same, I'll get to work. This place. I still remember being in awe of these rainbow fields. It felt like being in a beautiful dream. And I guess in a way it was, because it ended much too soon. What tragic bullcrap happened here? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Sorry, I did my best. Ooh, okay, more chicken coop. I believe there's some, I was just about to say, I believe there are some chickens. Look, what the? Shit. Hold on a second. The Tars have invaded. Give me a minute. Up. Into the water with thee. I believe that's the water. Yeah. Get over here. Okay, any more? Oh, God, there they are. Oh, Jesus, they are multiplying way too fast. All right, well, get over here. Yikes, that's terrifying. What is that? That's the enemy of the game. How did so many freaking... How did the Tars, like, you know, repopulate this fast? Holy shit. Get out. I don't remember what causes Tars to spawn. I think, like, Tars... I think slimes become Tars if they, like... If specific, like, you know... things happen. I don't remember what they are. I think it might be, like, if a hybrid slime connects with, like, another type of hybrid slime, they become, like, way too, like, homogenized, and they, you know, they become monsters. Carrots. There we go. Dear Lord. All right. Well, I've saved this land from darkness. Whew, where the heck is my house? There's my house. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh dear, there they are. Must protect. There we go. Wash them down into the ocean. What do Tars even do? I don't know, just be violent? Hit you? Well, this was not a very, like, fruitful expedition. I grabbed a bunch of carrots, and then I got attacked by a bunch of Tars. Have some plorts and new bucks to... I know! I figured that shit out! Alright, 406. See, I'm not comfortable with putting the tabbies anywhere just yet, because the tabbies, like, I need a good food source. We haven't gotten to a good food source yet for them. Alright, well, time to feed the babies. There we go. You guys would never become tar monsters, would you? No, of course not. You're good boys. Milk or juice? I would personally go with juice myself. Not that I hate milk, it's just like, eh. Alright, let's go feed you guys, like, the rest of the carrots, then. There we go. Any of you still hungry? I think you might be. There we go. And most of this stuff, like, at late game, is automated. But right now, can't. What juice is your favorite? I like apple juice. Apple juice is kind of one of my personal favorites. I'll only drink orange juice if it's no pulp. because like the weird texture of there being floaty stuff inside of my orange juice just does not, doesn't jive with me very well. This mess you guys are making, good lord. Mango juice and watermelon juice. Oh, I've tried watermelon juice. That stuff's pretty good. I'm basic. I like apple juice. Especially, like, there's some good brands of apple juice out there. Hello. Okay. I don't recall if I've ever had mango juice, though. Have some... Motherfucker! Okay, check out the lab underneath the conservatory. All right, fine. Fine. Have some plorts and new bucks to spare. Have some plorts and new bucks to spare. I get it. You're just like, do you know the benefits of science? It's like, I know. Hush. I know. I've been here. I'm aware. All right. Yes, you get your upgrades here, and you get a whole bunch of really cool, interesting abilities, and it's neat and nice, and I enjoy it. And also, you can get warp stuff so that you don't have to be trekking around as much, which is also really cool. Decorations, I could take them or leave them, I don't know. Although, yeah, I could take them or leave them, I don't know. Warp technology. It looks like you have to unlock a bunch of just warp tech, which is... That's fine, I guess. Thank you. Anyway, I believe... Yeah, in order to make any of this stuff, it's going to require me to fill up the refinery, which requires me to go and pick up a bunch of plorts, and then I will, and, the plorts will be refined, and then they will be compacted down to items and things like that. So, howdy, Mapley, how's it going? Hope things are good. I'm currently playing Funny Slime Game. The new one. Ooh, these carrots have just recently... Oh, man! So much fresh food! Dang it! It's all going to waste. Here, you guys can just... You can have a buffet. Thanks. Here, let me grab this. And I guess I'll pick up the apples as well. I forget, I believe there's also an upgrade that makes it so you can carry twice the amount of pogo fruit and, like, other items. Okay, there we go. Thank you for your feces. Alright. Ooh, alright. That's some money. I will also feed you guys. There we go. I have to be a little bit careful about, like, just leaving food around, though, because food does, like... If you don't have it inside, like, a container or something, it does, like, spoil. So, caution. Okay, so, I think now would be an excellent time to upgrade this so that, let me see. I think Vitamizer would probably be a good idea. Because I don't really have, I don't have, like, a lot of eggs being, like, planted very much here. And I'd like there to be more chickens. Oh, okay. What more could I do? Also, what is this? Oh, it's just, okay, it's a Slimepedia. I keep forgetting. I have 196 here. Oh, I don't have enough room. Dang it! All right, so that's something that I definitely need to improve on. I need more, like, you know, item space. I'm going for Hat Kid. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. No Jar Jar. I think, in retrospect, I look at Jar Jar Binks and I think that, like, Jar Jar got really unnecessary hatred. Like, not to say that the character is not annoying, not to say that it's not problematic, because it is, absolutely. But, like, I don't think Jar Jar was treated fairly or reasonably. Like, it was kind of one of those, like, okay, it's not like exactly the same thing, but it's a little bit like when the disco backlash happened, where everybody and their dog was just like, ew, no, I hate disco, and then they like just like pulled, like, you know, they pulled disco into like this this hellscape where they're just like, no, disco is a terrible thing, it's a terrible like, you know, it must be destroyed at all costs, and then just like, you know, burning and completely destroying anything that had anything to do with disco. And you know, it was not good times. Not a perfect comparison, I will say. But, like, I feel like Jar Jar had a very similar thing, where people, like, overly hated the ever-loving hell out of him. And it's just like, okay, yeah, he's kind of an obnoxious character, but you don't need to, like, hate on him that much. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that gigantic. And yeah, in retrospect, I definitely do feel like we could have, like, treated Jar Jar a little bit better, I think. Now, do I want Jar Jar to be, like, you know, the next star in the next Star Wars movie? No, hell no. Please, keep him away. I'm just not making it a gigantic deal if Jar Jar shows up in anything. You know what I mean? Thank you for the duck. Okay. All right, I got myself a hen and a rooster, so I'm gonna make my way back. We need to improve the population. There we go. Now, come on, guys. I have given you all of the resources necessary to make beautiful babies. And you need to start doing that. Go for it. Yeah. You guys seem pretty comfortable. How we all doing? It looks like... Yeah, the fruit is really starting to, like, spawn in quickly. Which is good. Give birth! God. The out-of-context things in video games. I think that's one of my favorite freaking gags. Just, like, somebody who is walking past a gamer's room, and then they just hear them say something, like, absolutely obscene. And, like, they just turn around just like... What the fuck? Have I made any more fidgets? I have not. I'm gonna be real. Actually, like, as of recently, I have... Babies! Childs! Anyway. As of recently, I have not been, like, too interested in making any kind of, like, things with my 3D printer. I don't know. Like, I've just had a heck of a lot of other things on my mind as of recently, so... Watching you play Slime Rancher gives me massive nostalgia. I know, right? I remember I played Slime Rancher a really long time ago, back when like I wasn't even I wasn't a VTuber at the time. I was just playing it and chilling. I was enjoying myself. I'm surprised. Like I think there's something like 14 or 17 parts to that entire series, and I'm sitting there. I'm not saying that this game isn't feature packed, because it is feature packed. But I'm just like, how did I manage to get that many parts to the series? Like, holy shit. I played that much Slime Rancher? That is insane. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. Anyway. Oh, hello! Mochi! Here, call. Well, what do you know? Beatrix LeBeau off on another adventure and didn't think to take her gal pal, sometimes rival, and forever mentor, Mochi Miles. Seriously, B, next time you go running off to dangerous uncharted territory, could you at least give me a heads up? I'd like to be there for you in case you need me. To help collect all those valuable resources that seem to be scattered all over the island. What, you think I wasn't going to do a little recon of my own? What good are surveillance satellites if they can't snoop out stuff? Anyway, be careful out there. This island gives me kind of weird vibes, so I'm going to keep poking around. Oh, and since I know you're starting from scratch out there, take this refinery link. Should make things easier for you. I'll just put it on your tab. Later, Tater. Yay, refinery link. Neato. Getting the band back together. Let's go. Okay. We are gonna need a lot more chickens than this. Gotta say. It's gonna cost a little bit of money to get, like, the, you know, the super upgrades for that coop. She does seem like the kind of cool, edgy type I could imagine her doing the Shadow the Hedgehog clothes from the box art of Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, wait a minute. Sci-Fi is talking about a thing. That quote actually comes from a guy named H2O Delirious from the Vanos Gaming crew. Oh, the pose. Ah, yeah, very nice. Oh, dang it. My, hold on a second. I gotta scroll up on a different chat. Hey, Sci-Fi says, I don't think I absolutely hate Jar Jar, but I wouldn't call him one of my favorite characters. My favorite comedic relief character from Star Wars are R2-D2 and C-3PO. Oh, absolutely, yeah. They are absolutely, like, you know, goated comic relief. I definitely prefer them over, like, you know... Frickin'... Oh, God. Why? Alright, you guys are doing okay? Good to see. Lord. Let's see. Oh man, I'm getting my way up to having tabbies. All right, let's. Almost. We're almost there. We definitely need a bigger population of chickens, though. I just realized I started following you about 6 years ago. Where has time gone? I don't know, man. We're getting up to, like... I mean, like, heck, I've been streaming and on the internet as Bitby for, I think, getting close to around 9 years, if my memory serves me right. Possibly 10. Ooh. Bench. Why? Interesting. I wish I had the ability to sit down on it. That, like, I don't know, a Hat in Time kind of thing where, like, Beatrice sits down and you get to see, like, a time lapse of, like, taking a look at all the scenery. That'd be kind of neat. Here. Oh, dang it. Hold on. I have to spit out some of these carrots. Oh, everybody's asleep. Assault. There we go. I'm either gonna need more slimes or I'm gonna need more, like, corrals. One of the two. Unsure. There you go. Yeah, what year did the original Slime Rancher even come out? I don't even remember. That was a while ago. $490. I want to upgrade this coop so that it's like, you know, maximum strength. We have 4 chickadees in here now. Very good. Time sure flies. Is it this music that's making me nostalgic for times gone by? Is that it? It's so chill and relaxing. Makes you reminisce on the days gone by. Days go by. It's a bigger love family. On the random subject of that too, there are so many sitcoms intros that sound exactly the same. Like, I can't tell you how many sitcoms I've heard, like the intros where I'm just like, oh hey, that's the Family Matters theme. No, wait, that's the it's just like Family Matters, Full House, same shit, different day. Ooh, hello. Oh man. Oh, okay. Sacrifices have to be made. There we go. I require chickens. And I'm going to get out of here before some of these slimes become tars. Because I get the feeling they probably will. Alright. I'm a little bit lost. Where's the observatory? Sometimes it's nice to think about times that felt more simple. Didn't really have to worry about all this crazy stuff that goes on in the world. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Don't. Well, for me, like, I think back to, well, just the 2000s. It's funny, me and my brother have actually been talking about, like, his whole Plex server thing that he's currently working on. And he is digging through all of his old DVD sets and trying to come up with, like, good, like, I don't know, like, just, like, good amounts of, old media that he can, like, load into his servers so that he can, like, watch them. Like, currently, he's going through a little bit of a nostalgic kick thanks to the fact that he's doing this whole Plex server thing. And if you don't know what a Plex server is, it's like, it is a server slash service that allows you to stream video content from, you know, a bunch of different types of video content. And it also has the benefit of, if you have video content of your own, you can upload it to their servers, or actually, no, not to their servers. You can, like, upload it to your own server, and then you can set it up as a Plex server, and you can stream, like, your own content that way. Like, basically, it's your own personal streaming service that you're creating. And I think it's a really cool concept. And it's allowed for my brother to, like, you know, take a whole bunch of his old DVDs and Blu-rays and then toss them into the Plex server and just, you know, enjoy a nice, like, nostalgic experience. And it's cool so far. He's reminding me about a whole bunch of different series that, like, have existed for, like, years. Like, we grew up back in the day with a lot of, like, Power Rangers types of stuff. So, like, you know, he was showing up just like, yeah, I got, like, a bunch of the Power Rangers, like, DVD stuff that I've got accumulated, like, you know, load into the service. What other things was he talking about and showing off? Well, he's also ripped a bunch of Blu-rays as well. So, like a bunch of like newer Blu-rays for like newer series and like other box sets and things. So like he's taken a bunch of his old like Rooster Teeth media, like Red versus Blue stuff, and he has uploaded that into his server, and like Ruby and things like that. We're just having a little bit of a nostalgic romp, going back in time and thinking about all the stuff that we used to watch. Let me think about some other stuff that I remember watching back in the day. I don't know, I watched a lot of like Cartoon Network. Like my brother has my problem is that he has invited me to possibly use his Plex server in the event that I want to. Because it's as easy as just like, me, him handing me the login details, and then I can just watch his stuff whenever I want to. And he's just like, I'm cool with it. Whatever. The issue, though, is that, like, a lot of that stuff, I have nostalgic feelings for it, but also I don't really feel like actively sitting down and rewatching it. I don't know. It's kind of one of those, like, yeah, but I've been there, done that. Kind of want to like move over to some newer stuff if possible. I remember waking up on a good weekend and watching Ben 10 Classic and the good Teen Titans cartoon. Ooh yeah. I think I watched some episodes of Ben 10. I wasn't like a massive fan of it, but I caught it on a couple of occasions. And I remember watching several episodes of Teen Titans. Don't ask me about anything about the show because I'm not going to remember, but... And that's the unfortunate part, is that there's so much of Teen Titans and like, well, just in general, there's a lot of shit that I just do not remember about like some of the cartoons that I watched. Unless you put it like right in front of my face, it probably won't register. That makes me sad, because that tells me that I have grown up and my brain has been taken over by a bunch of other things that has deemed to be more important. Like bills. And like, job tasks. Hello, chicken. Where's that big old pile of plorts that I just sort of like left out here? I think it might be this. Oh, dang. Shoot. All right, well, this will be good enough. Well, actually, you know what? Phosphor plorts, you stay there. Hello, chicken. At least you can still get a good DVD set of them. I have the whole complete series of the DVDs that can be watched later, whenever I feel like it. Haven't been able to get my hands on the Ben 10 collection yet, but I would love to. I don't know, it kind of intimidates me, because, like, there are certain series out there that have managed to get themselves DVD and Blu-ray box sets, but then there's a whole bunch of other ones that have not. And, because of the nature of how things are right now, streaming service-wise, I do worry that companies are going to start, like, ridiculously reducing the amount of, like, Blu-rays and DVDs they release. Not because that there's no demand for it, because I feel like the demand for it is going to significantly increase the more they start fucking around with the, with their online systems and all that jazz. I'm a little worried that they're going to start pulling, pulling that kind of stuff, simply because they want to have like more control over the content that is being sent out to people. Thank you for throwing things at me, jeez. I remember watching an episode of Sonic X in a car repair shop back when my grandparents still had a car. Not sure which one, but it was definitely based on the first Sonic Adventure game. I never watched Sonic X, but like, I'm trying to remember. Wasn't that like Fox or Jetix that that appeared on? What would have been playing at the exact same time? Like, so the channels that I remember watching a lot of. Hot Topic is a replica of Dora's backpack. Not shocked. I don't know what to think. It's fine. As long as it doesn't sing. If it sings, then we have problems. Jet X and 4Kids Sonic X is how I became a Sonic fan. That and Sonic Rush on DS and Sonic Generations on Xbox 360. Interesting. Oh, hey! Speaking of which, so I just recently learned about this. I went and I did a little bit of research on Plex, because I was just like, I was curious. And I found out that Plex is actually like, I don't know the specific details, but apparently it's a splinter faction of like Kodi, which spelled K-O-D-Y by the K-O-D-I, which that's like a media player. It's like an open source media player engine. Is it open source? I don't recall. Anyway, no, like the Kodi media player is actually the base code base for Plex, which is funny because you know what Kodi used to be called? It was called I believe XBMC. And do you know what XBMC stands for? Xbox Media Center. That used to be a mod for the Xbox that allowed you to be able to watch, basically hack in a media center client into your Xbox so that you can watch shit. So, like, this technology has been going for a real long time, guys. And I'm talking OG Xbox. You know, like, the old, big old black brick, that one. Not like the Xbox 360. So, like, they've been doing some good work for a really long time. Here, I'm actually gonna make... Oh, no, I can't do that. Safely and gently move elder chickens away from the younger generations and store them in the... Damn it! I want to make the old people's home! You bastards! I see... See, Grandpa's in there. Get in here, elder hen. Any more elder hens in here? Guess not. I think the elder hens, they make it so that, if they're inside the same pen as all of the young and virile chickens, it will force, like, less chickens to be able to spawn because of that. So I do kind of want to make, like, an elder chicken pocket. That's nice bit, but can we address the elephant in the room? Elephant noise. Backpack, backpack. On the backpack loaded up with things and knickknacks too. Hey guys. Meat. Actual meat. Dang it. Okay, well you guys can eat that chicken on your own time. Elephant green screen effect. I sound a little like the map. If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. I can see it. Let's see. Again, I'm trying to earn my way up to having tabbies. I'll get there. Eventually. Well. Get out my gun. Ooh, the food's starting to rot in here. I'm gonna need you guys to start eating faster. How are we doing fruit-wise and, like, vegetable-wise? Looking good. Looking good. All right. We're getting there. See, I'm trying to get to a point where these guys are like self-sustaining. You can't force them to eat. Force feed you. Make ports, damn it. I'm a little worried about the bunnies because the bunnies specifically have like a fixed diet of carrots and like I need them to be consuming those. Okay, so we are earning our way up to 1,600 plorts. Or like 1,600 monies, rather. Oh. What am I worried about? Enjoy! Ah, screw it. Just, let's pick them all up. Ooh, yay, fruit's done. Goody. Ah, so chill. Okay, so now I'm starting to remember... wait, that's nice element. Can we address the bit in the room? Hi, how's it going in bit? I remember now how my Slime Rancher streams went. It was mostly just me playing Slime Rancher and then simultaneously just talking about any old random thing that happened to be on my mind at the time. I recall, yeah, it was very similar to that. And so that's why I played a lot of Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher was a very good, like, you know, head empty type of game where I just did like a whole lot of this stuff. And it's just like people hung out, which was fun. All right. Yay! So, we've gone and done that. Let's make our way out to the landscape out here again, see if we can collect anything. Alright, don't you bastards go rabbit on me. See, my main concern is this little pile over here of, like, bunnies and jazz. Because if there's any group of slime that's going to become, like, some, like, amorphous blobs, it's these guys right now. Like, they're living their lives, they're enjoying themselves, but, like, they could very quickly become some horrible monstrosities. Ooh. Go get him! No, back! Where are you going? He just, like, up and gave up. Oh, no. Dead. Oh, hello. Largo. Largo slimes are large slimy hybrids formed when a slime eats a plort, unlike its own. Vac to keep them on your nozzle, or shoot them to send them flying. Well, this guy has managed to survive over here because he's in the shade. Oh, and you too. Wait, can you guys live? Have you combined with, like, you know, another slime and become stable? Is that? All right. Oh god, the music in this game is just so freaking like, it's so happy. I'll be looking forward to picking up the soundtrack because, like, man, I have gotten a heck of a lot of listens of the original soundtrack, and I will give plenty more listens to this new one. And that's plenty of plorts. Let's go home. So far, so good. I see we have an elder in the back. Clogging up our system. Ah, man, it's so close. I want to vacuum up the elderly. Here, enjoy. And they're old and dried up, so it's like eating jerky. There we are. Going off to bed? Okay, sleep well. I hope you have a good one, Nova. Why do you want a retirement home so badly? I don't know. There's something about... I just like the idea of, you know... The elderly ones are automatically sifted out of the way so that they're, you know, can make room to, like, make more chickens so that it's a nice conveyor belt. I prefer that, personally. And also, I have enough money to do so, so... Oh, I forgot. Apparently it was 1,300, not 16. Are you sure you want to purchase this upgrade? Yes. All right. Well, next I need to get spring grass so that these guys grow a little faster. Do you need high walls? I guess. Also, look at this. This is the elder thing. I think this is the thing that sucks up all of, like, the elder chickens. Ah, yes. Fox News. Alrighty. Well, the chicken situation is slowly starting to get better. Chicken. Very soon we will have a collection of chickens. One that, like, it's gonna be pretty hands-off, honestly. Cox News? Haha! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, how much money do I got? Not a lot. Like, if I get... Yeah, if I get the spring grass, which is like 600, I will have a fully upgraded chicken coop. I will be prepared for feeding my tabbies. There we go. Okay, Smokey. See, problem is I've saturated the market, and I'm sure that the current plorts that I'm putting in there are causing, like, you know, major issues with the economy. I want to see the little babies, little baby mans. This place is gonna be filled with chickens, though. Holy shit. If I had the grass, like, this thing would be an absolute factory of chickens. All right. What do we got going down today? Get out of here. This gives me all kinds of, like, paranoia. This is too much. One of these things could become evil, and suddenly all bets are off. I don't like it. Okay. Paranoia, paranoia. Now, the song currently, like, in my head is, I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa. That's what I was thinking of. Nice. Same brain. Shared brain cell. I watched an entire video not too long ago about that one. Love that one. I enjoy listening to it around the time of Halloween. No, like I watched there is a video maker out there that goes by the name Todd in the Shadows. If you have never seen his stuff before, he's kind of an internet legend is not the term. I think just like, you know, a very well known internet personality, and he does like music review as well as he also does like video retrospectives on certain bands and like, you know, the activities that they've done in the past. And it's really like interesting stuff. One of the videos that he made was Rockwell, like the guy who made the, you know, that song, you know, Somebody's Watching Me. He did an entire video talking about that particular song, and he went into detail about like that, you know, the guy, he made the song and all that jazz, and he had a little bit of, I think he had a little bit of a Hollywood upbringing and whatnot, but then like made the song, got popular, but then after the song came out and after the song got popular, he basically like receded into the darkness and like disappeared. Like he looked at his success and all of that jazz and all, like he just like gone. And Todd is just like, I went and I did research and I tried to find out any little thing about him, but like he's mostly just become a ghost. And so like there's a little bit of a crackpot theory that like, what if Rockwell actually genuinely had a problem? Like what if Rockwell genuinely believed that somebody was watching him? Like, you know, somebody was actually after him. Or, worst case scenario, what if they got him? Makes you think. That would be very creepy if that's what happened. Oh, it would. Absolutely horrifying. One hit wonder and leaving while you're on top, I guess that makes a little bit of sense in some way. Possibly. No, that series that Todd does, that video is specifically a part of a series he does called One Hit Wonderland. And he covers like bands, he says, and I quote, he covers bands and artists known for only one song. Sometimes he bends the rules with that because like you'd be surprised how many I'm gonna select some more tabbies here. Stony Hen rock solid conviction in chicken stuff. Hello. Yo. I think, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I gotta take this guy somewhere. Any more Stony Hens? Yeah, okay. But anyway, so like I was saying, you'd be surprised at how many bands turn out to actually have more than one like, you know, major hit on their hands, but you just never hear about it because it's just like, oh well, it, you know, it didn't hit my radio ears, so therefore, you know, it didn't actually happen. He'd probably also cover somebody you used to know. Oh, dude, if he comes out, like, in 10 years, just somewhere out of the blue, and he, like, covers that song, that would be the most hilarious little bit of irony. Okay. Where's my house? I've lost my house. I guess I could pull up the map. I'm going the opposite direction of my freaking house. Okay. See, what's some other, like, one-hit wondery types of things? Oh, well, okay, here we go. This is what I worried about. Get in the water. Chicken. Can I just run through here and get home? I feel like I probably could. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Run for the hills! Anyway, before I forget, another series that Todd does, I'm not going to say it's similar. I don't know. A lot of his videos are similar in that they have him monologuing about some kind of a music-related thing in an essay format. So, again, he has One Hit Wonderland, and then the other series he has is this thing called Train Records. And the idea of this series is there are, well-established stars that exist out there in the world. However, sometimes they make an album that is so bad that it forever taints their reputation, and they are never as big as they were once. Todd, like the mushroom guys from Super Mario? No. Hello! Welcome to One Hit Wonderland! No, that's not it. I kind of feel like, oh man. So I know that I just recently set up this gigantic pen here, but now that I have a stony hen, I kind of feel like setting up an entirely new pen for chickens. I know I shouldn't. Anyway, so no, yeah, like Train Records is basically a series where he looks at like the most successful bands and artists in Hollywood, and he covers like some kind of an album that they released that was so bad that it basically forever tainted their reputation, and they were never as big as they ever were again. Which, that happens, unfortunately. But those are always like really fascinating studies, though, because like, it's interesting to look into like stories of people that had it all and then just not sure if Nickelback would qualify for that, but I know they got a bad rep and get made fun of a lot. Unfortunately, he would not qualify. Nickelback and Chad Kroeger would not qualify for being a part of Train Records because like you would argue that most, if not all, of their discography is not the same, but they've got a very particular, specific vibe that just pisses people off. Pretty much what happened to Spampton. Well, no, I wouldn't say it like Spampton. Did Spampton like release one very specific horrible product that destroyed his reputation? I don't know too much about the lore of Spampton. Okay, you guys keep on making chickens. I'm gonna make another coop. I'm gonna put you in there. And I'm also gonna put a rooster in here. Alright, now you guys make some funny stone things. Good freaking gravy. This is... So how many, Hold on a second. Ooh, okay, we got one Eldrahan. Oh, it's an Eldero Roostro. Oh, boy. No, he was huge, and then he just fell into where he is now. Well... Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think that would really count, especially for, like, a Train Records type of story. Todd has actually, made that point himself. Like, there's kind of a very specific arc that a star takes when it comes to their career, and it's an arc that like makes total sense. You know, you do your job, or like, you know, you do your career types of stuff, and then you shoot up into stardom, which I hate my hand tracking, but anyway, you know, you start out like fairly normal, and then you shoot up into stardom, and then you stay up there for a period of time, and then there is a slow taper, and then you slowly start to descend into not necessarily obscurity, but you're never really as popular as you once were. Todd's series is more covering stories where, you know, somebody gets really successful and really famous, and then suddenly, just like drop like a stone. Suddenly, everyone is just like, "What the fuck happened? What happened? Huh?" These guys were so big. They were gonna be so huge, and then suddenly it's just like, what happened? I'm trying to think of a good episode of Train Records that exists. Let me see. I think I'm just gonna have to look up his videos, honestly. Give me a second. I'm just gonna pull up his YouTube channel right now and just take a quick look at his current setup. All right, well, here's one. One of his more recent Train Records episodes was Limp Bizkit. Specifically, their album Results May Vary. And I know a lot of people, they're probably just like, Limp Bizkit, what? They were never popular. Ew. No, it's Limp Bizkit. That's terrible. I hate to tell you this, but unfortunately, Limp Bizkit has actually been incredibly popular in the past. That, like, to me, I feel like Limp Bizkit is one of those things that, like, us millennials in the 2000s have one gigantic regret, and that is Limp Bizkit. We really, like, we should not have allowed it to be a thing, and yet here we are, we allowed it to do a thing. Like, we allowed it to be a thing. They were really popular at one point, and then they released their album called Results May Vary. Results May Vary is a very ironic name, considering it seems like their results did vary in quality. Exactly. In fact, like, you know, there's a very good chance that they named the album Results May Vary specifically because they wanted to temper people's expectations. Just be like, oh boy, oh no, we're about to release bullshit. All right, well, nothing we can do about it. Here you go, world. The main thing I remember about Limp Bizkit is that there's a quote in Sonic Movie 2 where Eggman says, "Now you're about to be as useful to me as a backstage pass to Limp Bizkit." Yeah, they made pop culture, like, yeah. They made pop culture, shocks and all that jazz. Like, again, like, they were a huge band. They were, like, massively successful. And then suddenly they weren't. And I think a lot of people sort of woke up and realized, like, a lot of regret and, like, a lot of, oh, this is who I was. This is the person that I was, like, listening to for years and years. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Though, I feel like nowadays people have kind of softened up on Limp Bizkit a little bit. Like, they realized that, like, you know, yeah, they sucked. They also, like, you know, had some really offensive and terrible music. And also, like, what's a good way to put this? I don't know. They Limp Bizkit kind of embodied that, like, super badass, take no shit, give no shit kind of attitude that existed in the 2000s. Like, I feel like they were primordial soup from where that came from in a very major way. Although, yeah, Like, I got nostalgia for the 2000s. Let's be real. There's a ton of things from the 2000s that I'm like, oh, that is so cool. It's so awesome. I remember that from my childhood. However, I think we all have those little things from our childhood that we look back on and we're like, no. That was the bad times. Emo punk goth type energy, I guess. Kinda. Also, the TARS exploded. Was that because of the rain? Neat. Like, the proper term is nu metal. Spelled N-U. Because, you know, poor literacy and poor spelling was awesome. Let me see, what other things here that we could talk about with Todd in the Shadow stuff? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, Justin Timberlake. Oh boy. He's got a Train Records episode on Justin Timberlake's Man of the Woods. And it's just like, Train Records is not necessarily supposed to be like the marking of the end of somebody's career. It's supposed to mark the end of a certain like era of their career. And Justin Timberlake, yeah. Oh yeah, what happened to him? He was huge and I hardly hear of him anymore. He released his album Man of the Woods, and best way I can put it, he went into this like weird genre of like, what's a good way to put this? Almost cottagecore? Is that it? I don't know. Like, he started wearing a lot of flannel and he started to do a lot of like sort of like not dad music per se, but it was starting to get there in sort of like dad music-esque kind of places. Been a bit since I last heard the name Justin Timberlake. You know, unfortunately, yeah, that's a big reason why there was an episode of Train Records based on it, because I don't know, it just seems like, you know, Timberlake seems less interested in making music himself and more like, you know, having a production company for music. I don't know, I was never a gigantic Justin Timberlake fan. It was one of those, like, Justin Timberlake existed, like, massively within, you know, within the 2000s. And I remember listening to the music that he made. I thought it was really good. But I never, like, I was not, like, an avid, active listener to his music. I guess is a good way to put it. So, my opinion on Justin Timberlake is worth about as much as, these freaking plorts that I'm currently trying to put in here, which are only freaking 9 coins. Get it together, economy! Okay, I need to add a little bit more carrots to this thing. There you go. Eat up, buddies. What's another episode that we got here? I remember there was one very specific episode he made, which was... Oh, weird. There actually is a Nickelback Train Records episode. I forgot about that. What was so different about, like, Nickelback's newest album? Well, I'm gonna have to rewatch that, because I don't remember. It seems really weird to make a Train Records episode on that. I don't know. That seems weird. Well, what do you know? Scrolling through here. Oh, yeah. There's a Train Records episode on Saint Anger by Metallica. Which is funny, because I feel like it's less Saint Anger that, like, destroyed Metallica and more Metallica destroying Metallica. Because like I know about the history of Saint Anger and that album, and it was less that like the album obviously flopped, and well, it didn't flop. It made like significant amount of money, but like the reception on it was absolutely terrible, and like people didn't like it. But I would say more than that, I feel like the band itself kind of shook itself apart in a major way. Metallica's still a thing. It's just, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like you guys should probably just go and watch the videos to have a better idea of what I'm talking about. It's fascinating stuff, like, for sure. Although Train Records is not my favorite thing that Todd does. I definitely like the One Hit Wonderland stuff a lot more. Simply because, like, yeah, you could hear about some ridiculously popular celebrity in the world, and you could hear about their story and all that jazz, but, like, I'm more interested in hearing the stories of, like, somebody who didn't quite become a celebrity, but almost did. Somebody who got up to the spotlight once, and then never again. You guys making babies yet? Well, let me help you out with that. Dang it. Okay. I need a little bit more before I can make you guys make babies faster. These guys are doing a pretty good job. I never knew that Rockwell's only huge success was Somebody's Watching Me. Well, there you go. What's funny to me is that, like, really early on, I actually didn't know that Michael Jackson was the main person that sang on that track. Like, I always knew that it sounded like Michael Jackson, but I never put it together that that was Michael Jackson. Like, it was a special guest track that was like, a special guest collaboration kind of thing with Rockwell and Michael Jackson. Like I said, Rockwell had some like really good connections to the industry. We're ninjas. We strike hard and fade away without a trace. As big of a Michael Jackson fan as I am, it did take me a little bit as well to fully realize it, but once I did, I liked it even more. Yay, nice. I got a new message. Neat. Let's see what's going on the message machine. Oh, hello. It's Ogden. Yay. Let's talk to Ogden. Hola, Beatrix, are you there? It's me, Ogden Ortiz. I hear you're off on a big new adventure on a mysterious island filled with secrets and danger, and maybe a few succulent fruits or veggies the world has never seen before. I had to ask, ever since you got me a steady supply of, cucadoba, oh, I remember that, I've been reaching for every greater culinary height within the far, far range. Plus, I'm getting pretty tired of eating cucadoba pie, cucadoba souffle, cucadoba pudding, cucadoba con carne, cucadoba. I'm running out of ideas. And willpower. So if you see something new, please tell me all about it. Tasty treats aside, I want to know all about the new flora and fauna you discover. Never forget, every bit of this wild world is precious and worth our care and respect. And stay hydrated out there. All that adventuring will work up a sweat, so take this water tap. Ooh. Good luck, Beatrix. Keep me posted. I'm rooting for you. Water tap. Isn't a water tap, creates a refreshing fresh water spring? I seem to recall that the gun has an upgrade where you can shoot water, if my memory serves me right. Could be wrong about that, but I'm not entirely sure. Never knew who made the song early on, and I hadn't heard it super well. For example, I heard it played at a theme park once, so it was a bit muffled. So I thought he had made the song. Oh, okay. Well, this is kind of making me wonder, like, what's some of my favorite, like, one-hit Wonderland episodes? I'm gonna scroll over to, like, the popular tag and take a look at, like, what my personal favorites of his are. Okay, well, some of Todd's most popular videos are the Train Record series. So, there we go. Oh yeah, Todd had a video on Scatman John. Yeah, the Scatman. I remember that. That was a pretty good one. It also left me a little bit sad at the end. Just a tiny bit. Very interesting. I have not watched a Todd in the Shadows video in a while. I probably should. I'm the Scatman! Here's a little fun fact for you. Did you know that the Scatman had a stutter? Yes, there we go. That's a major element in, like, his personality and who he is and what he does. I feel like so, like, not stupid, but definitely, like, a little bit silly that I never really knew about that. Like, I didn't know that he had a stutter until, like, much later on when, like, I watched a video covering him, and the video said, like, you know, it analyzed the lyrics, and he specifically talks about his stutter in the song Scatman. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that's interesting. It's ironic he says, Skivity given the current state of the internet. Yeah. Skibbity dot up, yes, yes. Bitno! Look, here's the thing. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I remember when that video originally came out. And, like, I knew about the person that made the Skibbity toilet meme thing in the first place. Before it ended up becoming, like, ridiculously popular. Like, I knew about that shit. And it's just funny seeing people, like, absolutely lose their mind and get absolutely confused over something like that when I'm sitting there just being like, yeah, no, that's kind of par for the course for that guy. That's the weird shit that he makes. Yep. Oh, I'm out of room for pink plorts. Shoot. At first it was a shit post. Yep. Yep, it started as shit post. And then very slowly it became not shit post. And it became an entire saga. I will say, I was on board with the Skibbity stuff when it was still a shit post. The second that they started getting really serious with it, or like the second they started covering it like with any level of sincerity, was the moment I checked out. I can't believe it got toys in actual retail stores. Me too. Me frickin' too. Ah, good. Your genes are compatible. Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and we are going to... more eggs. Faster. Faster, more eggs. Make the chickens! How many, like... Oh, wow, we actually don't have a lot of elder hens in here right now. Alrighty. I'm becoming a menace to society. I understand how Five Nights at Freddy's got there, but I don't get how something like a head from a toilet got there. Especially considering, like, the concept was originally created within Source, and, like, you know, basically sort of Gmod and SFM bullshit. And that eventually stretched into, you know, the skibbity shit that we know today. Actually, what? Oh, I genuinely, I remember the moment that I realized that, like, this shit has gone too far. I think I was watching TikTok. You know, fuck me, I have a TikTok. Anyway, I know I was watching TikTok and I had a video come across my feed, and it was like somebody recording a kid in public who was like jumping around and doing, like, you know, singing and dancing and all that jazz. But if you listen to the kid very closely, kid is clearly singing Skibbity Toilet. And I was, a little part of my soul died at that moment. Because I'm just like, oh, ew. This shouldn't have reached your eyes. I felt like, have you ever had one of those moments in your life where you're sitting there and then suddenly something happens in front of you that makes you age by 20 years? That was me. That was what happened with me, because I'm just like, oh God, where are your parents? Shitposts are one of those things that, like, at a very minimum, should be enjoyed by ages 13 and up. If you are 7 years old and you can, like, if you're like 6 or 7 years old and you can barely even form sentences, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that'll do it. This is gonna become a tar sanctuary in a minute. Were those Northern Lights earlier? Yeah. Let me see if I can see any. What's that crazy thing? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Right over there. This game is pretty. Aurora Borealis. At this time of day. Localized entirely within your slime game. Also, you guys are running out of food. No. A game so soft and squishy. 323. God, I've been spending so much of my money on these chickens alone. I've completely upgraded this. Oh, actually, no, I didn't upgrade this part of it. Spring grass attracts scuttlebugs. Chickens love to eat. With their bellies full, chickens will grow into healthy hens and roosters twice as fast. I have not done yet. I've not done the thing. Good freaking Lord. All right. How we doing on the, chicken over here? I feel like now would be an excellent time to take another one of these roosteros and drop them in here. There we go. I have no idea what this is going to be. I'm going to cross my fingers that this turns into, like, a female. So that when it grows up, there will be an equal amount of, like, male and female counterparts. There's a meme I actually laugh at. Steamed hams. Well, here's the thing. I have not seen... Like, okay, we can technically say that Skibbity Toilet is in some way, shape, or form a meme. Gotcha. I feel a good meme is one that you can iterate on in a number of different ways. You can't really iterate very well on Skibbity Toilet, is the thing. Not Really, like the concept by itself is goofy enough as is and doesn't need anything else. And like, what? How do you continue? How do you iterate on Skibidi Toilet? Maybe it's because my brain isn't made of stern stuff, but I just can't see that being possible. No, the Skibidi meme did not come from Scatman. I will not sully Scatman's name. Scatman is a like a gem of an individual. No. No, the Skibidi Toilet meme came from like a different song. I think that I don't remember what it was called, but it definitely wasn't like, you know, it wasn't Scatman. No, Scatman goes, you know, ba 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 boo ba 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 da boop ba 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 da boop skibidi yada. Skibidi Toilet is more like skibidi hop up up yes skibidi hop it yeep yeep. Get out of here. Yeah, this place is getting really filled up. The end times are upon us. Whack! Out of my friggin' way. There we go. Have you heard of the Laboratory song? No, I have not. What is the Laboratory song? Ooh, here's a good amount of stuff. There we go. All right. Now I feel it's time for me to get out of here. Because I've collected a lot of good ports here. My younger sister showed it to me. All right. Let me pull it up. I probably won't play it just because if it's a song, it's probably something that's going to end up in like content ID related stuff, so. Okay, who makes it? DeVille Santa Laboratory TikTok song? TikTok song. I'm gonna give this like a very quick second of play just to see if maybe I can like recognize it.
It's off the top for real. All this off the top.
Okay. Never heard it. I can probably say that I've never heard it. Even just that short couple of seconds could like potentially get you in trouble with content ID. So like, I want to try and avoid it as much as possible. I am incredibly cautious. Oh, random aside here. I just thought about this. I haven't talked this on stream, but how about that Knights of Guinevere? Holy shit. I mean, I said it over on my Discord server, and I'll say it again here for anybody who's not in there. If you have not seen Knights of Guinevere, required watching, okay? Required me... Go watch. Go watch the goddamn thing. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I so badly want to see more. I can't wait that we have to wait like an extensively long period of time to finally get... First of all, it's got to get greenlit for a full series, which it will. I'm fairly certain it will. But like, we have to wait an extensively long period of time to finally get our hands on more Knights of Guinevere and to like finally learn what the hell is going on. I want to know. My early childhood internet days started out with stuff like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Minecraft YouTubers, people reviewing video games and movies, and storytime animators. These days, kids are growing up with brain rot. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not fair. Tar Menace. All right, get out of here. Oh, this tar is still trying to do shit. Get out of here. Oh, poor buddy. Oh, no. I think back to, like, some of the stuff that I remember watching when I was younger. I'm not going to call myself holier than thou, because, like, I do remember I watched some brain rotty bullshit when I was younger. Specifically, like, you know, TF2, Gmod, SFM related bullshit. You know, even nowadays, I still watch, like, goofy shit like that. But anyway, but it does kind of freak me out. There's like, it's like, brings me memories of watching Heavy on Minecraft World. Heavy on Minecraft World. Did the tar get new animation? I don't know. They look just as creepy and wobbly as they did before, but I'm not entirely sure. I've thought about this a little bit. Like, I don't want to just be old man that yells at clouds. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that guy. So I have been asking myself the question of, like, you know, what makes this bad to me, or like what makes this a problem? I've given it a little bit of thought, and to me, I think the thing that bothers me about the current age of, like, YouTube kids slop is that it's all about the intentions behind it, is my thought. Because, like, back in the day, if there was some shit posty stupid stuff that was being posted up to the internet and that had, like, you know, basically garbage content that had no value to it, that was, like, rotting people's kids and, like, rotting people's brains, you know, brain rot has always been a thing, let's be real. But, like, at least with brain rot in early YouTube days and early Newgrounds, just early internet in general, it was being made by people, and it was being made by, like, individuals that were making it because they thought it was funny, or they thought that other people would think that it's funny. And there's a level of purity and just genuinity to it that I enjoy very much. Not the same when it comes to, like, YouTube wind. Oh, nice. Anyway, no, it's not the same thing when it comes to, like, you know, content bots and things like that. Like, their entire point is they are trying to make slop for the sake of putting it in people's faces so that they continue to make ad revenue, and, like, they want the algorithm to, like, hand it to people's kids on a constant basis, and, like, you know, it's just, like, again, it's the intentions. It's the whole, like, this is being done specifically because of greed and monetary value. I don't like that. Worst we had back then was Elsa Gate. That was awful. Elsa Gate was absolutely garbage. Like, oh my god. Feels like there's stuff on par these days that call themselves made for kids when they have weirdly sexual or morbid topics. Yes, I agree. I've said this before, and I will say it again. Like, we are currently living in an environment where there are a lot of people. All right, this is going to get a little bit serious here, but we live in an environment where there's a lot of big, important people that are trying to pitch this idea that the internet needs to be censored because we don't want kids or, people that are vulnerable to things to see things that they shouldn't see. And I'm going to say that I respect the sentiment. I definitely don't want kids to be seeing things that they shouldn't be seeing. However, my thoughts on this have been, and in my opinion, it will always be, that this responsibility lands on the parents, and it lands on the guardians and the individuals that that pay for the internet and all of that jazz. They are responsible for watching out for their kids or their vulnerable individuals to make sure that they aren't watching something that they shouldn't be. And it's super easy that way too. Like, yep. I can rant about this for a long time. The problem here is that. Oh, hey, we do have Oh, are you an elder? Oh, you're an elder, Roostro. Okay, well, rip. Monitor and curate your content to let your kids see. Oh yeah, monitor and curate your content. You let your kids see idiots. Yeah, right. Well, the issue about that is that we live in an environment where, there are a lot of people that have not. Well, they've grown up on technology, but maybe they didn't know a heck of a lot about the technology that's currently in their hands. I'm an absolute geek and a half when it comes to so many things. I know about operating systems, I know about hardware, I know about software, I know a little bit about coding, not a ton, but I know a little bit of it. I have I've looked into the ins and outs of a lot of things related to technology, and it fascinates me. It makes me want to learn more. I am very active in chasing after the answers to questions about technology and how it works, and what I could do to make it safer for me and other people around me. I can't say the same about the average Joe. Regular people out there, they don't really care about whether or not they, learning about the ins and outs about how the operating system for their refrigerator works. They don't want to know whether they don't know whether or not their television is spying on them. They don't know what their phones are listening in on all the time. Heck, the fact that there's a gigantic amount of people out there that are completely willing to bring Amazon Echoes into their households is terrifying to me. Because I'm just do you have any idea about what that thing is doing? I don't want to be I don't want to get my tinfoil hat and all that jazz and all, but I look at these kind of things, it's almost transparently obvious that this kind of shit is listening in on you, taking tabs on you, and this is an entirely separate conversation, but so people aren't actively going and looking into that kind of thing, and do you expect that they're going to be looking into figuring out how this stuff works for little Junior? No, they're just going to hand them the iPad and let them go to town, because they're just well, I don't want to have to deal with you. Which is funny, because again, a parent should be well and truly willing to, listen to their kids and deal with their kids. But, friggin' heck. I don't have kids of my own, but I do have a nephew and a niece who are toddlers, and I've made playlists on YouTube based on stuff that they enjoy. And the worst content that gets in there is maybe a little bit of vulgar language, and that is only because my sister says she doesn't care about them hearing that, if they, hear it all the time. Content farms? Yeah, content farms are kind of the thing. They're YouTube accounts that have come up with ways to speed up the process of making content, and not good content, just content, that they can release a large amount of it that will be viewed by a lot of people, that kind of thing. And content farms are not only for kids either. Like, there are content farms for adults and, like, you know, people who are of like proper age and things. I remember there's this one channel that I'm not going to go into detail about exactly who they were because they were awful, but there was one account that, like, they made 3 videos, like basically 3 YouTube essays every freaking week, and they went into such like extensive detail about shit, and yet, like, it was a content farm, so like they had very little actual research that they did. They kind of just pulled articles from places and just read them like word for word, so, you know, plagiarism. And like, you know, like that was a content farm that was specifically geared towards more adult taste, because it was just like, oh, well, here's an interesting thought piece on this one particular subject. Content farm could be anything. It could be for you, it could be for me, it could be for a child. Who knows? Is there an old individual in here? Thought I saw the machine get, you know, start to rev up there. It could be in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be John Cena. No. Sorry, old name. Okay, I made a heck of a lot of money here. Let's see if I can do anything more with this guy. Let's see, high walls. I don't know how useful I mean, I think high walls are useful in the event you're worried about slimes getting into their enclosures. I don't know if they're like super important. I'm gonna get the spring grass for this guy. I remember that one. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. All right. So now these hens should grow extensively faster. There we go. Oh, you know what's one interesting thing that I have been currently contesting with, or like contending with, is content farms for TikTok. That's a thing that exists. Specifically, it's people that, like, they make the exact same type of content, or like they base their content off of other content that they found, and like they come up with ways of generating a ton of it all the time, like constantly, and then inundate you with tons of it. And I only recently learned about it. Well, okay, not recently. I only like learned about the, not the danger, the efficiency of it. I learned about the efficiency of it around the time that I was getting nothing but one particular type of content for a very long time. And it was coming from like multiple different accounts. So it wasn't just like, you know, one particular account that was just being a jerk and like spamming you with it. Oh, hey, Tangle Slime. Are you like, what do you, what do you do? Diet is meat. Interesting. Kind of failed upon plorts here. And also, I'm already working with the tabbies. I'm gonna let you be. Oh! Get out of here. The Tars are trying to take over. Anywho, you know, this whole, like, you know, content farm garbage has really kind of cemented to me the idea that it'd be really nice if there was more, like, curated content for, like, children, young adults, and all of that jazz that, like, you know, is put together by people that actually care about what they're putting in people's faces. Old. And I keep coming back to this, but I'll say it again. Like, I do like the idea about people owning their own individual content farms and, well, content, not farms, their own content servers, like streaming servers, and making their own stuff. There we go. Let me see. Okay, how much money we got so far? At least Miss Rachel seems to actually care. That's something that my niece really likes to watch. Miss Rachel. I recognize that name. Who is Miss Rachel? I want to look that up real quick. Baby Learning with Miss Rachel. Interesting. I never heard of them. Intriguing. That's another factor that I guess is a little bit scary as well. I get a little bit scared about the idea that, like, as much as I don't like content farms and I don't like them just spawning in massive amounts of crap, at the same time, content farms, like, the subjects that they cover are not necessarily in and of themselves bad things. And I feel like people should have the right and the ability to be able to create that kind of content for, like, children and individuals. And I think it would be, like, you know, it's a really slippery slope to basically be like, okay, nope, we're cracking down on this. Nobody can make any content like this anymore. Because, like, I feel like that's just going to open the door to other things happening as well. Like, you know, what if we need to start curating for other types of media as well? And I know it sounds a little bit far-fetched, but frankly, like, we're currently living in a world where, like, that's more and more quickly becoming a more realistic actual thing that could happen. So, like, you know, I don't want to take any chances, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Victor is talking to me. Beatrix, I've done it! I believe I've cracked the super mysterious code that was sent to me. It was astonishingly complex. I believe that the AI that created this code displays a comparable intellect to my own. So very advanced. Almost alien? Oh, you're probably wondering what it said. Well, I'm determined that this mysterious, perhaps even alien AI sent a message that says, hello. Not much, but pleasantries count for something. More importantly, though, the moment I cracked it, I received another message. It's almost as though this mysterious AI is monitoring me. How exciting! I haven't decrypted it yet, but the code is considerably more complex. This should be fun. Well, back to work as ever. I love Victor. Victor's great. Do YouTube poops count as content farm or no? No. I mean, okay, it could. It could possibly count as content farm. It depends on how the YouTube poop was created. If it was made by somebody by hand in, like, you know, an editor or, like, you know, an editing software, and if they actually, like, pay attention to the way that they actually, like, you know, do the effects, and if they're doing it for, like, you know, comedic timing, and if they've got, like, you know, good skills behind it. Also, if they only release a YouTube poop maybe like once a week, I would say that, yeah, they are not content farms, I don't think. I wouldn't count them as that. However, I do know that there are pieces of software that do exist out there that allow you to feed video into them and automatically generate YouTube poops. I would consider that to be content farm. Like, that's just somebody who's, like, you know, there was no care or love that was put into the video. no thoughts on like, the timing on the jokes. I mean, there's a lot of people that say that YouTube poops don't make any sort of fucking sense. And in some ways, sometimes that's true. Not all the times though. Actually, I think there's a lot of YouTube poops that actually make really good jokes and like, are really snappy on them. I wouldn't consider them YouTube. Like, YouTube poops are absolutely like, there is a level of, I think the best way to put it is like absurdist art. I think YouTube poops are absurdist art. Something like, it's kind of like an artistic expression that stands in the face of artistic expression, or in the face of like, media that we consume. It's the idea of somebody that's like taking something and bastardizing it and creating something stupid out of it. I respect that and I enjoy it very much. There is like plenty of artistic merit involved with it. The second that you're just like automatically generating YouTube poops using a computer, that's when it becomes a problem. But there's plenty of people out there that don't do that. So, no worries at all about that. I got a couple of personal favorites. The Things is up there as like one of my personal favorites. The Things makes like, goofiest freaking stuff. Oh yeah, that guy. Wow, it's made. Okay, how we doing? Looking good. How we doing on money, and how we doing on, let's see. I don't necessarily need to get the Elder Collector just yet. Or the high walls. Chickens don't really jump that high. That's the thing. Like, the higher walls are just kind of like for protection to make sure that slimes don't come in and eat things. I know I try to make YouTube poops myself. Like, I feel like if I let my mind go and if I genuinely go crazy one day, I could see myself being able to do it. I mean, the comedy for YouTube poops is right up my alley. Like, sentence mixing and bullshit. It makes me happy. It makes the, those parts of my brain, like, I don't know. It makes the good chemicals happen. Now, whether or not they're good chemicals for everybody, I don't know. It could just be very, infuriating to everyone else around me. I have a few YouTube poops on a playlist of stuff to watch around Halloween, particularly. One called Mr. Krabs' Unquenchable Bloodlust. I don't think I've seen that one. How I Sentence Mixed Snatcher with Beauty and the Beast. Oh yeah, something like that. I think one of my favorite series of YouTube poops came from Das Bullshit, which I have absolutely no idea where they are right now, and also I don't know, like, I hope that they weren't canceled. Who the hell knows? We live in a society where, like, they've gone completely missing from the internet, and I don't know why that is. It could be like for completely, like, for completely benign reasons, but there could also be some serious reasons, and who the heck knows. So I'm just gonna say this for the record. I'm not advertising the individual on here. I'm just saying that, like, it's more like the actual video itself that I have an interest in. But anyway, no, Das Bullshit made a video a while back. He kind of made YouTube poops jokingly. That's not something that he usually does, but he made a couple of YouTube poops that are like frickin' legendary in my opinion. They're both like King of the Hill YouTube poops. If you've ever seen like Bobby Will Never Be MLG, that's the one. I freaking love that one. It is absolutely insane. And it's a good example of, like, it's a YouTube poop, clearly. However, it's got like really good jokes within it. It's got really good like visual gags, and also it's got really good comedic time. I used to watch videos by this user called OmegaWolf33 that had YouTube poops with no cursing, but goofing around with reverse stuff and repeating things. I've never heard of them. Oh, Omega Wolf. Okay. I was wondering, like, why did they misspell their name so strangely? And then if we're talking about, you know, TF2, YouTube poops, and spam and all that jazz, one name that immediately pops into my head is Kitty0706. Frickin' rest in peace, man. I still miss that guy dearly. I still wonder to this day, like, what would he be doing if he was still around? Like, that there was, like, a creator that I don't think can easily be replicated. There you go. Enjoy the food. Get back in here. Some of their videos may be gone, but I actually sound recorded their old videos to listen to them. It was back before I learned about screen recording. Ah. Oh god, I remember those days. I remember a long time ago, like it used to feel like such a it felt like such a hassle and such a challenge to try and you know, record your screen and like, you know, do stuff like that. Still have them. Ooh, nice. Like, does anybody remember the Fraps video recorder? Like the Fraps screen recorder? I want to know. How many people are old like me? Here we go. Have a feast. Don't think so? Fraps was like really old video recording software. It was clunky. It took up a lot of resources, but it worked. It did the job, and I only recorded footage at like, you know, 640 by 480. Don't think I've heard of that one, but I have used this one called Vidma Recorder. Okay. I've never heard of Vidma Recorder, but I assume it's probably within the exact same kind of, you know, the same genre, basically. Like, you know, a screen recorder or a video recorder that was made way back in the early days when this technology wasn't really around or available much. Now we live in the era of OBS, and OBS is basically your go-to one-stop shop for frickin' everything. I forget how much I paid for Fraps, but like, Fraps did this one thing where, again, like they allowed you to use the software completely for free, but it put a watermark in the corner of your footage, and if you wanted to unlock the full version without the watermark, you had to pay money. And I remember I paid money for it. I might still have the code sitting around somewhere for, you know, unlocking it, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. But I remember, like, you know, that is the software that I used for a lot of my, like, video recording needs and for, like, my content creation stuff. And then, again, OBS has kind of just taken all that over. Because OBS is completely free, open source, and it will record any screen that you need and any application you need. Like, extremely easily, without any fuss or hassle. If I were to share a sound clip of one of those old YouTube poops, you totally wouldn't understand what's going on. But I'm able to remember how I saw the video by heart. You know what's funny? I actually remember I was in a voice call with a bunch of friends one time, and we had a YouTube we had a YouTube music player, one of those bots, which increasingly is becoming less and less like possible to do nowadays, thanks to the fact that like Discord has like massively clamped down on those, and YouTube is also breaking their they're breaking those bots all the freaking time. Anyway, no, I used to have like a Discord bot that like, you know, played music and audio off of YouTube. And I remember I was, I still am kind of an annoying shit, but I was definitely a really annoying shit back then. I would post like YouTube poops and then like, just be like, this is what we're listening to, guys. And it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. No, I don't want to hear another Michael Rosen video. Fuck. And I'm just like, nope, this is what we're doing. Lock in. Oh, I used that Vidma recorder for my phone whenever I needed to get some footage or something to dub my own voiceover. Interesting. All right. Okay, how we doing, plort makers? What is up, Plort Nation? Jesus Christ. Could I be any more cringe today? Oh. Okay, I'm sitting at 1,000 new dollars. And also, I have 2 pens of chickens at the moment. Let's get right into it. I'm going out exploring. I'm gonna see if I can find some more plorts just sitting around. Thank you. Get out of here. Cool, cool. Seems pretty calm out here today. Oh, they're also adorable, though. Out of my way. I think I've seen that guy more from memes than I have from his own channel. What's somebody else that like oh man. Okay, so I got a couple of people that I have only seen in meme compilations, and I've not seen them in their actual, you know. Vsauce Michael is one of them. Joe Hendry is one of them as well. The other day, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I came across one video, and it was a compilation of all the times that Joe Hendry has, like, appeared out of, like, nowhere. I forget what, wrestling network or channel he currently works with. Sammy Classic Sonic. Oh, yeah, there's one. You've probably seen a heck of a lot of him in, like, you know, memes and stuff. But when was the last time that you've actively thought, like, I'm gonna go and watch Sammy Sonic Fan right now? I know that, like, I think Sammy does still have an internet presence. Although they're a lot more laid back, and they take a lot of what they previously did in stride. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I did that. I was cringe child that yelled. And let's be real, I mean, you know. Funny enough, like, it's funny to think about stuff like that, because, like, I don't want to, I will not judge Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, because I'm gonna be real, I would be in the exact same situation. Let's be real. Ooh, hair raising if slimes had hair. What would happen to, wait, what would happen if a slime got hit by lightning? Well, now I just need to know. I saw them on Cameo and someone else's video. I forgot who, though. I remember I saw an interview with him, yeah. I don't remember who it was, though. Anyway, no, I do not judge Sammy like one bit, because I feel like if I had an internet connection and the ability to upload YouTube videos up to the interwebs, I would probably do the exact same thing. I probably would have just been like, ooh, angry video game people are a thing. I'm gonna go and scream and at the top of my lungs at a camera, and then I'm gonna make content out of it, and I'm gonna become huge. I do remember, I did used to make videos when I was like 14 or 15, on an old account that I used to have, but I had a couple of things happen with that account. Number one, I just kind of got burned out with the idea of making content on that account. It's kind of one of those, you outgrow it and you realize that like, this stuff isn't as good as it once was when I originally made it. And then like, on top of that, I don't know. There actually, content creating in general for me at that time was kind of like, I fell out of love for it. I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to do this anymore. Or like, I want to move on. I don't want to focus heavily on this anymore. And so like, I ended up wiping that account. And another reason why I wiped that account is because I had it connected to an email address that I was fairly certain was compromised by like some kind of a spammer, because like I looked in the drafts one day and I noticed that one of the drafts had like first of all, I never made drafts, so I ended up finding a draft sitting in there that was like a spam email that I had never seen before. And so my first thought was, oh fuck, somebody is like gearing up to start sending out spam emails on my freaking email address, like, underneath my name. And I was just like, fuck that. So I think at the time I was already thinking about wiping my my computer. Actually, no, I was gonna wipe my online presence anyways at the time, because I was just like, yeah, I think I'm ready to be reborn as an actual like, adult with a brain. And so I basically just said, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna like nuke my entire presence online. Like, so that was one of the things that incentivized me, just being like, for the protection of all, and also to nuke my previous. Oh, I got rid of one of these bunnies. Oops. I was wondering why I had an extra bunny in my inventory. Oh, Celia says, is that the when will you learn that your actions have consequences, kid? The exact same, yes. Same one. Once again, absolutely no judgment at all on Sammy. Because I've been there. I've lived stuff like that. I never made anything quite at that exact same level. But I definitely was, like, I was there at that moment. Here, I killed off one of my bunnies, and now I need to go and find another one. This area is doomed. Oh my god. Oh, there's so many slimes. These slimes are so gonna just, like, they're gonna go rampant and kill everything. Okay. Everything is right with the world. Also, I've got plenty of money now. I think I could go and make myself a couple of things here. First of all, I'm gonna upgrade this, and we're gonna add the Elder Collector, which is like really stupidly expensive, but it's worth it. Ooh, we already got some elders. Good shit. You're being fed to the slimes. Too bad. I'm still kind of a novice YouTuber at the moment myself. I think I started back in like 2019 or so with my stop motion videos and recording my TV with my phone camera stacked on top of a bunch of VHS tapes. Mood. Reactions or let's plays before I found out about screen recorders. I found out about screen recorders pretty early on. I remember I went out and I bought like dedicated hardware really long time ago, for the sake of like, you know, recording footage and things. I'm a nerd. I'm an absolute freaking nerd. Speaking of which, I'm gonna pull up a picture real quick on my computer here. Blackmagic Intense. I think I've posted this in a couple of different places. Well, that's not a full picture. And that's weirdly cropped. Why doesn't anyone have a good freaking picture of this dang thing? Is this it? I don't think that's it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Looking. I'm looking. That's the 4K model. I want, oh, there it is! Yeah, okay, I think I found it. Or no. Is it? No? No, I don't think that's it. Here, actually, let me change up my search a little bit. Oh! It saddens me that this this thing is like slowly becoming obscure. It's reasonable, but like it's slowly becoming very obscure. Oh, this is close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just like use this one. There we go. Hope one day to get an actual gaming PC and get OBS on it and actually make higher quality content than I do now from my mobile phone. Hey, I wish you good luck on that one. All right, here we go. So what we have here is what I believe is the first capture device that I ever got for my computer. And it's called the Blackmagic Intensity. This might not be the right one. I'm not entirely sure. Not completely. But I remember this was really substantial for me because I could directly plug in an Xbox 360 into the back of this thing via like the HDMI ports. And anything that was not HDMI, no worries, because it came with that little dongle down there that had all of those breakout cables for things like, you know, RCA input and stuff. And I used this card for an extendedly long period of time. And nowadays, I no longer use Blackmagic products. Not really. Blackmagic products kind of are more geared towards, like, enthusiasts, like, massive enthusiasts. Blackmagic Intensity was... I don't know if it was enthusiast per se, but it was definitely, like... Well, okay, I think this was one of their first, like, major consumer things. Or, like, it was majorly consumer, at least for me. Nowadays, I go for Elgato software and like Elgato hardware, just because it's a lot simpler and it's like you turn your brain off and you don't even worry about it. Like I currently have several capture devices like intermixed within my my stream setup right now, including like an Elgato HD60 and also an Elgato 4K, which is like. is a good combination of technology currently sitting in my my system right now. And again, all of it is Elgato. All runs off of like the same Elgato software. Makes me happy. Hey, Comfy's here. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. I'm currently playing some Slime Rancher 2 and just reminiscing on some stuff. Whether it be like, you know, my previous times playing Slime Rancher 1 or just old technology. Things like that. I am such an internet, like, I'm so old. I'm an internet, like, old internet gremlin. Synth and friends are streaming Peak, but I got overstimulated, so I came here. Fair, yeah. I saw that they're playing Peak. I they asked in the voice call whether or not people were interested in playing Peak, and I'm like, God, I'd love to be playing Peak, but I've kind of lined myself up for Slime Rancher today. And Slime Rancher is pretty gentle, so I think this might be a good one for you, possibly. Unsure. It's just serene. It's zen. And you get to watch chickens get eaten by slimes. Devour him. Devour my son. Not that. This is cozy and comfy. Yeah, it is. Anyway, how much money have I collected? I'm not nearly at a point where I can... See, my mission right now is these tabby slimes here that I got. I want to give them a pen, but I've had a couple things I don't have. One was a proper food source for them, so I needed to make a bunch of chickens. Two, I have not made them like a proper pen, like the actual pen for them. So yeah, housing and food. I got food sorted out. I need to make housing. You drew a clown cat on your wrist. Ooh, interesting. Clown cat. Now, that reminds me. So there's like there's a series that I remember watching way back when, around like, you know, the Flash era. There's a series that I watched around the Flash era, and it was called Catface. How many people remember Catface? Matter of fact, how many people remember Weeble's stuff? I want to see some people. Was that? Okay, well, you don't know. But anyway, no, Catface it's literally a video series about a cat with a giant freaking head, and it like floats around in the air. It's kind of like its head is just inflated with helium. And it just floats around in the air and it does cat things. I don't know why, but for some reason I freaking loved that series a long time ago. And in fact, I freaking love I love Weeble's videos in general. He's a good internet egg. He's like he's another one of those ancient internet beings that has been making content for a very long time. I'm gonna look it up. That sounds adorable. It's partially adorable, but also kind of demented and weird at the exact same time. Weeble's videos are strange. I'm gonna warn you in advance. Although I will say, Catface was one of his more wholesome series that he ever made. Well, I've just recently seen on TikTok that at the moment, Weeble is currently making new assets for a new release of Catface videos. I've heard of Nyan Cat, the Bongo Cat, and that Grumpy Cat thing. Oh. Hell's Kitchen. What? Hell's Kitchen? Why are we talking about Gordon Ramsay? Well, funny you mentioned that. Gordon Ramsay actually makes a cameo in Catface. Not actually Gordon Ramsay, but like a parody of Gordon Ramsay. But anyways. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about? Hey. There we go. Where's the sheep sauce? The lamb sauce! But any hoop-de-doo. Yeah, like, Weeble is currently making a bunch of 3D assets for a 3D reboot of Catface, and, like, I cannot wait to start seeing those videos start to come out. That's gonna be freaking rad. How the heck did you get out? I guess I do need the higher fence. There we go. Now you're locked in there. I brought chat snacks, hot Cheetos, grapes, and cinnamon. That's a lot of chat snacks. Holy crap. But we're not starving today. Oh my god. I don't have any chat snacks today. What I got is like, water. I'm sustaining myself with water. Which ain't bad, I guess. Though I am starting to get a little bit... It is 10:22! Oh my god! Wow, my brain just shuts off and suddenly time just cruises by. Wow, alright. That's what... See, this is exactly what Slime Rancher does to me. So, like, I zone in, I just do whatever the heck I'm doing on the screen, and then suddenly 3 hours pass by. Jesus. Well, I'm sitting here, like, okay, I really badly want to get the cats their own enclosure. You know, like, that's my main mission right now. I'm gonna make the cat enclosure, and then we'll be done. We will finish up the stream. Oh. Okie dokie. I saw you started streaming when I was in the car a few hours ago, and I saw you were still live and wanted to hop in. Well, thank you, Comfy. I appreciate it. Okay, none of you are turning evil, are you? Everyone's behaving? Better be. I like your streams. It's comforting. Oh, thank you. I like when Comfy shows up, because then there is a comfy and a comfortable stream. Doubling the comfy. Double the fun! Aww. Alright, so we got... I deserve it! Oh, I got a new message. Alright. Man. I desperately need to break into some different markets because, like, I have destroyed the market value of these two particular plorts because I'm just not giving them anything else but them. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna rain tonight. Neat. I think the forecast for me is like it's fairly clear and clean out at the moment. Cozy times. Oh, Victor is talking. Hello. Oh, Beatrix! I was up all night trying to synthesize the perfect gift for you. Hypothesizing, testing, throwing my results in the trash, starting all over again. Finally, I discovered an alternate method. Shopping for something online. Amazon. The process was surprisingly straightforward. A large pinwheel. Neat. Where the heck do I put it? I have no idea where it went or what. Huh? Oh, you didn't know there were people. Yeah, problem is all of the NPCs and all of the people you talk to are all remote. Like, I don't know a single person that's actually physically here. But that's fine, because that means everybody can, all of the NPCs from the previous game, it seems, are making their way over to Slime Rancher 2. That makes me happy, because, like, these are faces that I have not seen or heard in a very long time. All right, we're sitting on 534. I think that's just enough that I could make myself a corral. Now, how do I want to upgrade it? High walls, absolutely. No question. And then... solar shield. I don't need a solar shield. No, I think that's all I need. All right, well. Tabbies, come on up. Yay! oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hi. Jeez. Relax. Kitties! Look at him go! Aw, yay. Cat farm is back. All right, so first, so now that we've got kitties, I think now it is time to finally feed them. And what do they like? Their favorite is Stony Hen. Well. Enjoy. Yeah. I kind of want to have a plort collector for this, for the pens, actually. That is what I'm going to save up for some plort collectors, because I don't want to deal with collecting all the plorts afterwards all the time. All right. There we go. Take the chickens. Oh, also, I'm getting double the plorts here because, like, I think I'm giving them their favorite meal. Yeah. All right. Let's drop off some of this stuff here. Look at the money raking! Considering that maybe because the foundation isn't going to arrive until October, I could do spooky drag. Oh, it's just my outfit I put together originally isn't spooky at all. Oh. Gotcha. God, it's been a while since I've thought about the idea of, like, dressing up for things. You know, aside from, like, you know, dressing up for, like, a function or something. Okay, come on, out of the way. Yeah, I think my next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add, like, a plort collector onto this thing so I don't have to deal with this bullcrap. Heck yeah, man. All right. Let's upgrade this thing. Let's add... not music box. Plort collector. Yes, please. There we go. And, boy, oh boy. I guess I could take a few more chickens and I could drop them in here. Oh, there's an elder hen in here. Okay, well, no sense in keeping that in here. Although, you are being fed to the carnivorous regular slimes. Goodbye. Enjoy, friends. See, I'm a good slime father. I give you plenty of food. I picked up a ton of those stony chicks, though. I gotta, I love the freaking physics of it. It's just like... Dress up is a hobby. Playing dress up is what I do almost professionally, so I think about it a lot. Nice. All right. So got that going for us. I have a ton of carrots still sitting in my inventory. Oh, yeah, right. Hold on. Oh, you guys are hungry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I've been distracted. Taking care of kitties. Oh, no. Oh, no. The gameplay loop. It's coming back. It's slowly coming back. I get it now. This is one of those games that, like, if you let it, it will like do nothing but take up like all of your time. There we go. Drop these guys back off. I think I should add some plort collectors to all of the all the pens, frankly. What about the regular slimes? Are they satiated? Probably not. I'm gonna give them fruit. I want to eat these critters. Yeah, they kind of remind me of little mochi balls. Like, there was a time where I desperately wanted to have some, like, slime plushies. Because, like, look at these guys. Ah, frick. All right. How much does it cost to get one of those? Let me see. A lot. Okay. Well, let me just grab some of the plorts. Slime poop. Oh! No, you stay in there. Dang it, I don't have enough money. All right, well. $1 William. Ooh. Hey. Bonk? Activate? Oh, right. Ah. Look at that. Making ourselves some money here. All right. I need to get out of this menu. How do I get out of this menu? Exit mode. All right, cool. And like these things actually give me some decent money here. Might get to see. Wait, I get to see my mom tomorrow. We might go to Spirit Halloween. Ooh, nice. If it's from William Afton, I couldn't trust it. William money. Oh, I got a new message. And I've also made a ton of cash on top of that. Let's see. Oh, I kind of badly want to have the drone systems already up. Because I'm like, I don't want to futz with all of this. Add a plort collector. Let's go take a gander at this. Who's talking? Oh, hello. Thora West. Hello. Well, now, if it isn't Beatrix LeBeau, old Hobby and I were just talking about you. Word is you went off to parts unknown of this here rock with a thirst for new adventure. Atta girl. You just keep on walking to see what new wonders are around the next corner until your boots have holes, and then get yourself some new boots and do it some more. Me, well, my boots have seen better days, but I know there's still an adventure or two left in them. I suppose I just need to figure out what... heck, I'm rambling, just like Hobson does after he gets talking about exploring the cosmos, cooking, or pretty much any other topic. All right, B, you hang in there. I'll be calling to check in on you. Doesn't matter who you are. We all start feeling it when home is beyond the horizon. Oh, and before I forget, here's a little something for you to spruce up your new place. It ain't much, but you need to do what you can to make that place feel cozy. A taming bell? What is that? All right. I see. I need to start collecting these plorts and then start using them in the fabricator so that I can actively start making supplies and things like that. So, all right. Got that. You guys seem... Oh, actually, you know what? You guys are running out of food. I'm gonna... More carrots. There we go. Enjoy. And then, see, now I'm thinking it might be wise for me to take some of my money and invest it in, some of these plots. Because, like, yeah, they make, food, I guess. But also, like, they could be making food better. So. Okay. I'm thinking it might be time for me to take off here because, like, I've been streaming for a long time and I need to stop myself. Like, I need to put down a stop sign right now so that I don't, like, spend the next 2 hours playing the game. But I can see why I played this game. There's a part of me that feels like I want to move this over to, like, Sunday stream stuff, but I don't want Sunday streams to become nothing but just Slime Rancher. And it'll very easily do that. So yeah, we are going to call it a night for tonight. So thank you guys very much for coming out. By the way, before we get finished here, I wonder, is Synth still streaming? And also, could we possibly raid with you guys at the moment? Let's see. Yes, it appears he's still streaming. How long has he been streaming? I think he's been streaming for a while. I'll go ahead. I'll raid out to Synth. Let me just like type in /raid Synth Charm VA and get myself ready for my first raid. Yay! Anywho, so okay, a little bit of a rundown on what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of days here. I'm going to be playing more Silk Song. That's going to be happening on Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing a casual stream of just sort of hanging out and doing whatever the heck. And I suppose I'll probably be playing more Slime Rancher 2 next Wednesday. Because, like, oh, this was a really nice experience. I really enjoyed my time with this. And I would like more. Anyway, I'm going to take off here. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to click the raid. I think I spelled this correctly. Raid Synth Charm VA. There we go. We're all going to be heading over to Synth's channel. So, I hope you guys have a very good night. See you next time.